Alright, let's get started, lovely folks. Oh boy, I have so much notes. Too many notes. Lots of notes.
Or
All
notes.
the notes.
Right? Alright, hello everyone. It is I, the Fable of Fables, and these are my lovely players. We're back after like 100 years. We're finally free from the moon prison.
Woo!
Yeah, we're finally
I
back.
just,
Yeah?
yeah. I just had a strange question going to my head.
What happened?
Do you think that somebody made a version of Done It? Made a comic of Done It? No, you know what? This is going to be a later thought. I'll put it in the Discord. I realize that this is your community, so me doing dirty jokes about dwarves is probably not the best place for this. So I apologize ahead of time, everyone, for my failure to be funny, and I will see myself out.
Oh my god,
Savage.
okay. I
Bouncer,
did.
get him.
I'm having a pretty good day.
Senji from Delicious in Dungeon.
I love Senshi. He's funny.
Such a good show. I actually hated finishing it.
I tried watching that show. I got like I think 3 episodes in, and it's just like I can't anymore.
Why?
Why not?
I don't know why. It's just I guess I wasn't enjoying it as much.
What?
I wasn't excited to get to the next episode.
What? But
Yeah,
it's so
I
well
just
thought out.
Oh yeah, no, it is very creative for sure on how they did everything. I'm not gonna, like hit it for that. No, it was very creative, and it's just, I guess, just wasn't a show for me. I guess. Yeah, because usually like for shows like that, or not shows like the Delicious in Dungeon, but for animes and stuff, if I want to get to the next episode, that usually will continue watching. But for this, it's just like, yeah, it's like that was an episode. It's like, yeah. I always try to give an anime like 3 episodes to get my interest.
We are very different people.
We are.
I'm so curious as to why you don't like it. That's interesting.
I'm not saying I'm not saying it's
stakes,
bad.
like comfy anime feel isn't everyone's jam, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when there's Delicious in Dungeon is a weird one for that because there definitely are stakes and tension, but they're just pushed off into the background.
Just like real D&D.
Yeah, just till the end, actually.
Yeah. I think what kind of kept me watching, at least for the first 3 episodes, was to see what they were gonna do and how they're gonna do stuff. For like the monsters and eating the monsters and stuff, and it's like that was okay. That was intriguing, but yeah, as for the overall arcing plot, it it didn't hold me. But no hate to it though.
Yeah, because I think
I,
the
I, I
American
recommend people
plot-
check it out and see if it's something for them.
It's very much a show focused more on strong characterization than on uh like plot.
hmm Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, I think that's probably a good way to put it.
Yeah, because there's literally a part in the freaking story where one person tries to explain their background and another person's just like, I pretty much had to cut out the middle parts that made sense to me because there was just too many characters. It's really dumb, really.
So it's just. But for people that did love it though, glad. Because we need a variety for shows, for anime and stuff. So it's nice that these ones are less, I don't know, what people might consider mainstream or generic can get some love.
Also, apparently the creator really loves elves.
Delicious.
According to the freaking drawing Cry posted the other day, they really love elves. That's funny.
There's actually a mod where they took her artwork for Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 called the Baldur's Gate anime mod, where they took her artwork of all the profiles of the Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 characters and put them in the game.
Oh
Oh
no.
my god. That's interesting. Alright.
So what we doing, Dungeon Daddy?
Well,
Yeah, speaking of strong characterization.
alright, well, first things first, who would like to do a quick recap of what happened 100 years ago?
Been
You
too long.
expect us to remember all that time?
Nah, but I thought I would try.
We fought a manticore. Julia told Gregory that they fucked his dad, and Gregory had such a good comeback to that they instantly went from being coworkers to friends.
Gotta remember that.
Oh yeah, and then Mune tried to, cause I had a little saying on, tried to do a flying elbow drop, failed, and did a Yamcha pose.
That's
That was
right.
a
I
thing.
missed.
Yeah.
That's right. I missed, but I still absorbed some of its essence, kind of deal, and now I could be Sonic the Hedgehog if I want to. I can grow
Oh,
spikes.
If you want. Oh my days.
Yes.
You know,
Uh,
I am so scared of Mune just ending up like Kevin 11. You know, you having all these different
basically at
parts
this point.
and just not being able to change back.
Oh my god. I didn't know Mune.
That was only in the
so
first one, wasn't it? I thought in the rest he was fine.
Fucking nerds.
I mean,
Wasn't it one of those things where it's like I got better?
Ben
It-
10 was great. You take that back.
it,
Rocco.
it,
Yeah,
it happened to him twice.
Yeah, it literally happened to him in the other.
Oh,
two
that's right. In the
seasons.
first one, and then in the second,
Ultimate
in the
Alien.
second one didn't wasn't that Ben's fault though? Didn't Ben like do a dumb and Ken had to, Kevin had to stop it kind of deal, and it made him like stuck in
Ben
that
and-
form for a bit.
Ben and Kev were both doing a dumb.
Oh my
Kevin
They're
thought
always doing dumb.
Kevin thought he could help Ben hack his Omnitrix by blasting it with a laser. Yeah, didn't help.
You know, I felt bad for Kevin's car in that whole series. It just got fucked over no matter which universe it was.
I
yeah.
I remember that little video, that one where it's like,
Ben ransom
Like he-
Kevin's car.
yeah, I gotta treat a car like a woman. I'm listening.
No, I've
yeah.
done something wrong. His fucking spider sense was amazing.
Actually, because I want to be a giant nerd, Kevin, throughout the series, which was like, everyone, literally, he absorbs so much energy, he literally becomes a monster. But in the last one, he kind of could control himself, which is interesting. Yeah,
Man.
it's funny.
Good
But
series,
yeah.
It's good.
After that, we picked up some more quests, and Julia is going to hunt down a banshee, because they don't want to go to Stoneguard and risk running into anyone they know.
Makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Right, the Banshee.
That place is like a dimly lit Walmart full of their high school acquaintances.
That will stop us and talk about they're passing and learn secrets from them.
Oh my god.
I have never once heard it that described in that way, but I love it.
Just your high school buddies just hanging out and dumbly lit Walmart, waiting for you to come back.
Let's see. Mac, there's no Terrast. Also, yeah, Gwen had. Yes, Gwen wasn't. I didn't have an altitude for magic. It was because of her anodite thing. I like the series. I don't like what happened in freaking Omniverse, but at the same time, it was good in its own way. just kind of wish it was not really connected.
They're
Omniverse
all
is
kidding.
kind of the beginning of a downfall, but
Yeah, it really is. Sadly. All right, Cody. Thank you for that recap, bud. Now before we get started, I have some retcons for you all.
yay! Lay him out for us.
All right, first off, Mune sadly died because they became Kevin 11.
Oh,
And they sadly didn't realize that they made a bad their spider sense wasn't on time and Gwen killed them. So poor Mune. Okay,
Savage.
now jokes aside though, these are actually pretty simple ones. Okay, this the first one is for Anne actually.
Me?
Yeah, and also I really hope you did that thing I asked you to do.
I did. I got all my spells.
Okay.
It's all listed. Just trying to make it in a cute bow for you.
Oh yeah, I keep hearing to add those custom spells from that one book we're using for foods.
How dare you, Wilson.
Keep forgetting.
Yeah, basically the spell retcon for Anne is simple. Basically when her deity, Saren, gently placed his hand on her familiar, basically the familiar got these 3 small gems that are now floating around the tiny baby.
tiny baby man.
Yes, Anne knows what they are, but pretty much if you ever see the familiar, it now has 3 smaller gems that float around it, while one that is also connected to a collar that will possibly help out me, Lumi in the future. That was pretty much it. Also, for another part, this is for the whole party. I kind of should have said this one before, but it kind of slipped my mind and I remembered. Basically, after helping the stone speaker Knowles, they gave you a small totem. It is a small green piece of a gem.
Huh.
It looks like there's more It looks like there's either 2 more pieces missing or 1 more. But even if Gregory used his magic, like identify magic, he doesn't know what it is.
Is it one of those things where he's like, "Don't worry, I'll future vision it," and it's like, "I can't future vision it, evil," and then just tries to throw it out.
Yeah.
Pretty much,
Yep.
yes.
I'm gonna do it.
But I would hold on.
I'll future vision it.
Yeah. Sorry, Gregory, but you don't see anything with it.
What is this? What does it say? It says the true adventure was the friends we made along the way. Nah. Evil.
Oh my god.
Oh wow, they really did change the character sheets. Huh, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Told ya.
Now I'm gonna have to get used to remembering how to do all this shit. Ah, screw.
But yes, those are.
Why is my hit dice 4 and my temp point HP? Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought it was saying my hit points was the temp hit points. I was like, what the?
I don't know. This is literally the first time I've ever seen this sheet, so y'all gonna
I have a
have to
walking
kind of
speed of
use it.
35. I think I honestly forgot I had 35 walking speed.
I'm trying to find my notes.
Your notes.
guys
It's
take
probably under
notes?
biography.
Spells.
Yep,
Maybe.
it's in
Nice.
biography.
Okay,
I don't
that means it's prepared.
see them,
And
because
and
I
on
do take
on your
them.
character sheet there is number 3. Where are your notes?
I'm in the biography section, but it's just not there.
Huh.
Oh,
Oh
Have,
no,
like-
do we lose our notes? Oh
Maybe.
nuts.
oh nuts.
I think
Unless
we
they're
did.
just jam-packed or something.
Let's see.
Oh no.
It'd be.
I like how on the personal traits it just says can't read. Louis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I think it's below there. It's just
all right. If you go up to the cog and change your sheet back to the tidy sheet, your journal entries are still there.
okay.
Then you can.
I mean, it's a
copy
cute
paste
sheet.
the-
Like I like it, but I need my notes.
Yeah, just
You need
use
notes.
whichever one you feel more comfortable with, really.
Oh. It's back.
Yeah, I might do copy paste from the tidy sheet to the new one kind of deal over time because
Yeah.
I do like the lookout of the new one.
Good thing you guys have the ability to switch back and forth, whichever one you feel more comfortable with. And
Luckily,
I swear to
information
God,
played.
if I ever have to give Turtle information, I'm just gonna mail you a piece of paper with all the notes. Purely
just
out of spite.
You may as well have mailed me the bullet.
God, that dude's terrible. But yeah, that's pretty much the small retcons, nothing too fancy. But Mune, when you do hold the small gem in your hand, it feels oddly, what's the word? Not nostalgic, but it feels relaxing to you, I guess you could say. Like it feels like you have a strange connection to it, but it doesn't make you feel powerful or anything like that.
Doesn't make me feel powerful. I throw it away right now. Kidding.
Oh my God. Stop throwing away the stuff I give you, you butts.
I'll. Did you say it was like a small totem or like
Yes,
a normal size style totem, or not like a normal size hand, like fits in your hand style?
it is well, it does fit in your hand, but it is a small gem with carvings on it. It is a small green gem, but it looks like it's missing some pieces to it.
So kind of like a necklace in a way, or am
Yeah,
I
kind
thinking
of
of
like
it
a
wrong?
necklace in a way.
Okay, then I'll put it kind of on like the strap of where like Mune holds or holds their ears up, kind of
Mhm.
deal, and
Okay.
like just connect it onto that, so it's kind of like a headband for them.
Okay. Alrighty. Question. This is kind of like a DM question I have for all of you. I also wrote some stuff down for kind of towards Gregory because it does have to do with his future vision. Would you like to do the Banshee quest first, or say that during your trip here Gregory did get a divine message? Like a divine not divine message, but a vision essentially. While you guys were making your way downtown.
Walking fast, faces passing, we're homebound. Sorry. Yeah.
What would you guys like to do? Oh my God.
Does Gregory share the divine vision that he got?
Gregory?
Did I get one?
Yeah, but I'm asking if you guys want to do the vision first or deal with the Banshee then vision.
Yes.
Uh,
He's just a puppet in a whiteboard.
I'm gonna have to make the decision, aren't I?
what?
Let's do the vision first.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, Cody.
it's up to Karst. I was just gonna say, like, we don't know the nature of the vision,
Mm-hmm.
so it's hard to make a decision there.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, Cars. I'll give you the vision then. Gregory, I was gonna call you Lucas, but I caught myself in my head. Like
You did it.
I
Take your
literally
ass.
said Lucas in my head. Gregory, on your during the couple days that you were on your way here, I imagine that Gregory does do like small divinations to try to see if the weather or see if anything's changed. Nothing too fancy or crazy. Just simple stuff to try to keep his just to make sure everything's fine. I assume. Hi, I'm Gregory. During one of your divinations, you were given a vision. A very intense one, actually. Gregory, as you look into your cards, you're doing everything normal, just trying to see what's gonna happen, whatever, right?
Mhm.
When everything around you goes black, your surroundings completely turn invisible, and you begin to see visions, scenes of everything. You've seen these individuals before, actually, but you see them much more clearly now. Gregory, you see, well, you see Victor. You see Victor, the vampire Knoll. He appears to be talking to a strange man. Well, as you try to look into the vision, you basically see this man wearing a lab coat, but his hand, well, his hand is that of a gem dragonborn's hand. You would recognize his hand as Jade's. He appears to be covered in blood. He seems to be working on this strange. He appears to be. What's the word? Dissecting. There you go. He appears to be dissecting something. As you try to get a closer look at what he's dissecting, it appears to be a octopus-like humanoid. The problem is the octopus humanoid seems to be moving its tendrils, like its tentacles around, its mouth tentacles around. He's still awake and alive, but the strange doctor seems to be paying it no mind. No, it's not smoochable. Get out of here, you.
Impossible. Everything's smoochable.
No, this is the bonus game 3. You're grounded.
Smooch it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will kiss my way through victory.
Oh God. But Gregory, you see the strange individual, the doctor. He does appear to be dissecting or vivisecting, I believe. I don't remember what it's called when you do a live dissection on something that's awake and alive. It's not surgery, it's something completely different.
Torture?
Essentially, it's torture, yes, but it's more in a weird scientific term. But anyway.
Yeah. I guess I was gonna say it's probably so he's just examining him. Autopsy's on a dead body.
Yeah.
No, it's vivisection.
Okay, so I was right. But yes, he's performing a vivisection on the creature. Victor walks into the room and he begins to speak to him. You hear as the strange doctor says in a low anger tone, saying, "What do you want, Victor?" Victor just smiles at him and says, looks at him and says, "You know what I want, dear doctor. I want you to tell me the experiment is almost done." He looks at him angrily. And says, "It's almost ready for you. Leave me alone and let me. I believe I'm almost figured out whatever makes this thing tick." "Oh, doctor, you'll never figure out what those blasted things are. Now get back to my experiment, please." Kars, before the vision ends with these two, you see a room covered in blood, cages, creatures, humanoids, kobolds, humans, elves. They all have scars on their bodies.
Ew.
And the vision ends. Next, you see an old woman wearing what would basically be considered an old style granny outfit. She seems to be wearing a bonnet, talking to a young girl, wearing a red hood. She appears to be on the back of a wolf. Well, she appears to be mounted on the back of a wolf. You see as she cackles. You see as she's just cackling, having a strange symbol you've seen before. The wolf begins to growl, but the young girl just lightly puts her hand on the muzzle of the wolf, and the young girl smiles. But you don't really hear them talking. But what you can make out, though, is basically say, "It's your turn to hunt her now. Have fun." Next.
Oh shit.
Next, Gregory. You see a battlefield. One where many bodies lie around it. You see what appears to be a hobgoblin woman, covered in a steel armor. Well, it's a weird mix between crimson and steel, but you're not sure if it's blood or if the armor itself is just crimson colored. But you see her, surrounded by nothing but bodies, looking as though she's triumphant. But her face, it looks almost empty, like she's not satisfied yet. Around her, you see other hobgoblins holding shields. You see a strange symbol, what appears to be of a bloody white rose. But Gregory, you see something else. You see fire. A city made of brass. You're not sure what it means. And that's where that one ends.
Okay.
Next, you see what appears to be you see what appears to be a lady. But the more you look at her, the weirder it gets. She's decapitated. She literally has her head in her hands, and her body is that of a snake. You see her surrounded by other serpentine creatures. She is surrounded by water. Is she underwater? You're not sure. But you know something about this isn't good. Next, Gregory, two more though. Next thing you see is this. You see what appears to be a human? You assume? Why are you making a saving throw, Gregory?
See if his mind and body hold together from all this.
Savage. Yeah. I feel bad for Gregory.
Because it's like I figured, we were just kind of walking along. All of a sudden, he just just kind of like reading through his cards. Just doing a on the walk readings, and all of a sudden his eyes just like suddenly start glowing. He's like, ah. As he's like, I get hit by these powerful visions. Man, that stuff he took back in the city had some lingering effects.
Oh my god. Okay.
It still hits hard.
Alright, so Gregory.
Mhm.
Basically, you see this. Since your body's still holding up, well, your mind is, but your body's slowly kind of trying. It's fine. It's not. If you get like a below 10, you'll probably start breathing heavily or might have a panic attack. We'll see what happens.
I figure I'm probably gonna start suffering exhaustion at this rate.
Probably yes, because what you're seeing is some very dark visions.
Wait, are you seeing all this at once, or are you actually like just doing it over our travel kind of deal?
I don't know. Is this all at once, Fable, or is this like every time he's like does a reading and while we're traveling?
It's every time he does a reading.
Oh, but he does like at least one a day.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yep.
His poor body and mind's gonna be shot.
It is.
Doing all the dark shit.
Yeah. Gregory, though. Here's something a bit more simple for you, I suppose. Gregory, you see a woman. She appears to be wearing druidic clothing. She's surrounded by mushrooms. She looks almost harmless, really. But then you start noticing something around her. There appears to literally be bodies on the ground, and mushrooms begin to, grow from said bodies. You see the tendrils slowly not engulf themselves, but dig into the bodies and begin to reanimate the bodies.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
And for the last one, Gregory, this one's probably gonna be the hardest on you.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Gregory, remember that woman you saw in your vision that you tried to attack using your moonbeam?
Yes.
You mean Moonbeam?
Yes, the
Yes.
moonbeam.
The
The
mutant
Moonbeam.
beam.
Yes, the moonbeam. Yes. Oh my gosh. Alright. Gregory, you see her sitting down in front of a lake, a crimson red lake, talking to herself. She looks like a young human woman, which you know, with crimson red hair, deep green eyes. But some you know this because you've seen her. Hell, you even tried to attack her.
Mm-hmm.
But Gregory, something that you kind of didn't see the first time because of what happened, or at least what you forgot. She has wings. These beautiful. Is that even the right word? These beautiful once wings now have feathers stained with crimson as they appear to be rotting off her body. Like they seem to be rotting off the skeleton itself of the wings.
Ew.
She kind of like looks over with your direction and she just smiles. And then you wake up.
Gregory just hiding like Chopper does in One Piece. Eh.
Gregory, why are you leaning against that tree?
No, it's
I
not the same mushroom girl. Oh my.
I just say that because oh sure, now I roll 20. So really, game.
You did it.
Yeah, you did it, Gregory.
I
You
get
did
character
it.
growth.
We won
I hide
D&D.
correctly. Oh, so she's got like decaying, feathery wings?
Yep, decaying feathery wings covered in crimson.
No,
But
like are all the feathers red?
nope. A lot the ones you just saw, the more potent ones, like more towards the end of the tip of the bones on the wings, were
Mhm.
covered in crimson, but some of the ones more near her body, like near her back, were white. A beautiful
So
white.
is it this crimson? Would you say it is possibly the same color as blood?
Yes.
Okay, I see. Okay.
I told you I had stuff written for you, sir.
Yep, Let's see how Gregory's holding up.
He's dead.
Oh
He
no, Gregory's dead. Guys, we need to save him.
And that's a point of exhaustion.
No,
Time to introduce one of Lucas's kids as a new main character.
Well, actually be grandkids at this point.
Yeah. But they still all hate their daddy. Or granddaddy. Or great granddaddy.
They love him.
Not the stories that got passed down over and over kind
oh
of
my
deal.
God.
It just
Why?
became where he was a huge womanizer.
Well, I mean that's true, So he smoozed and stole from the rich ladies. So
Yep.
I
Those
mean,
are the ones that were just told Gladys. If people are like, hey, wasn't he the guy that saved the realm one time? And it's like, nah, that was obviously fake.
wow. Though I will
It was
say,
like-
it was always under a different persona when he schmoozed them. So
I mean, they're family, so I'm sure over time they found a book of all his names and stuff.
Master of Disguise. Anyway, quit trying to ruin my character, God.
What do you mean trying kind of deal? I did it.
No,
But no.
he redeemed himself, man.
But the family will never know.
Oh my goodness gracious.
What do you mean?
Stop biting me.
God damn it. Fable.
Yeah.
So this first, is Gregory more known for his womanizing or for saving the realm?
You mean Lucas?
Yeah, Lucas. Sorry, damn it.
I heard
God damn it.
Gregory's not that
Yeah.
well known. Yeah, goodness.
So I was looking at Gregory's sheet here, and yeah.
I do want to say that Lucas is kind of more known for saving the world. However, there are some circles that believe he's more well known for his womanizing. But
Got him.
because I know
Probably-
that he did actually do his best to atone for that, so it did take a lot of time, but a lot of the women he did swindle did forgive him. Some didn't, but he did try
Yeah.
his best to be a lot better than that.
Well, if the terrible, evil, wealthy people didn't forgive him, that's okay. I mean, they're evil, wealthy.
You know, I mean, if considering they're wealthy, they can change books and stuff to make him look bad. So
I'm just crying here with my wiped tear with $100 bills.
And that's when they get visited in the night by the Dark Avenger. Yeah.
Oh my.
Dark Adventure sounds so cringe.
Oh, get out of here, you! I don't want to hear that from
And
you.
Darkwing Duck isn't.
Oh,
Yeah, but
Savage.
at least he embraces his cringe.
oh my god.
And Lucas didn't.
Oh my god. Scared.
Anyway,
Can I, all seriousness, Derek, are we actually going too far?
Yeah, are we? Because
Yeah.
then we can stop. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know who's Derek.
yeah, yeah.
Why are you calling me out like that?
No,
Savage.
it's fine. It's fine.
Later we get murdered.
Holy mjoide.
Oh my goodness.
The mjoide. Like absolute catastrophe.
Oh, that's how we do it. Okay.
If we are going too far, let us know, okay?
No, it's
Yeah.
okay. You guys do remember I made Lucas to be the stereotypical joke bard character, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting to to be in Fable's game for more than maybe 10 sessions,
And now you're
Okay.
stuck with us.
and then that turned into 3 years.
Been
Yes,
4.
it's not
It's
here
been 5.
forever.
Well,
It's
I
been
mean
5.
his campaign was like 3 years,
Yeah,
so.
but
But yeah, so no, he is totally totally valid for riffing on Lucas. He was not a good person. You know, he was a morally questionable character.
mm-hmm.
You know, he did have some morals. You know, he didn't steal from the poor. He didn't, you know, since he grew up in an orphanage. You know, but he was not. He didn't really feel very bad for taking from the rich.
Meanwhile, I just was me.
Pippers was Pippers.
So
Sorry, yeah,
Let's get back into it.
yeah. So, so yeah, Fable. At what point of like Gregory sharing all these visions, or is the party gonna start thinking he's just crazy and him going like, banks are a scam by the shadow government?
I
kinda thing,
mean,
you know.
pretty sure Mune already thinks he's crazy for different reasons, so nothing really
Lily
changed.
does have trouble believing him because she's just never interacted with someone who's, I don't know, of a different belief system, and on top of that has a lot of visions. So, but she's starting to at least listen. So
on the one hand, Julia is perfectly aware that magic is real and that visions of the future can happen. On the other hand, Julia has witnessed Gregory taking psychoactive substances.
Excuse of using.
Hey, anything that can enhance his ability to see visions, man. See the future.
Hey,
Oh,
me.
Me. Oh goodness gracious. But to be honest, if the party believes that Gregory is crazy, then that's up to them, but we'll just have to see when the madness happens, if they still believe he's
Yeah.
crazy or not.
So yeah, I guess Gregory would be like every time he has one of these like intense visions where his eyes just like kind of glaze over and glow a bit, and he's like, just like doing his Gregory thing. He'll probably just like begin sharing the vision with everyone. Just think like, so I saw this lady, a snake lady, in water, around water, with other snake people, and Schneeple, and her head was missing, but she was alive, I think, and yeah,
Does he even mention this was his like future vision thing, or is he just spouting random stuff? As if like
no,
he walked
it'd
by
be
it?
like, guys, I had another vision. I saw this and that, and I saw the man with the dragon arm. Yeah, the one that we saw from Jade. You know Jade, Bumblebee's son. Cool guy, pretty sweet.
I think he's
To-
just trying to be
totally,
crazy now.
totally wish he was my big bro. But
I don't know what you're even talking about at this point.
He crazy.
Yeah. So basically, just kind of overexcited. Like panicking, anxiety-driven Gregory.
So, how are we supposed to interpret that? What do we have to do?
I don't know, but definitely, I think. Turtle,
Yes.
you have more trouble coming your way.
What do you mean?
So in one of my visions I had, I think I saw your maybe Haggy baby mama.
Is that what we're calling her?
And
Right?
your
Wait, can you maybe come up with a different terminology than baby mama? Because you do know what baby mama implies, right?
she's a mama that you were the baby of.
No, that's not what a baby mom. That's not even close to what a baby mama is.
Oh,
No.
it's not? I thought it was.
I
No,
have no idea what
no.
else it could be.
A baby mama is someone who has. Okay, Gregory, I think we need to sit down here. We're gonna have a little talk here. Did
no.
Mama and Papa Goblin never talk to you about the birds and the bees?
Oh my
Oh, of
god.
course, plenty of times.
And when we're talking about the birds and the bees, we're talking about sex. We're not talking about actual birds or bees.
Oh. Well then, what?
Wait. But
Okay,
Bees have
yes, I
sex.
was.
Birds have sex.
Oh my god, don't believe me.
Oh yeah, and so do bees, but I mean it's a whole different thing. But yeah.
I was concerned that it didn't stick after the first time.
Yeah.
Eh. Oh no, it stuck. It just didn't seem that big of a deal. But no, but still. Anyway, the important thing is your Haggy Mama Baba Baby Babidi Boo. I think she's sending another sibling after you.
Okay.
This one.
Now, I just want to establish before we continue, baby mama implies that I got her pregnant. Just to let you know.
Are you sure it's not that she was pregnant with you? That means what it means?
No, that just means they're my mother. A baby mama is someone who I impregnated.
Well, I mean, I guess in a roundabout way.
No,
you
it's not.
Doesn't work.
I did not. I was a baby, Gregory.
That was inside her, and she was pregnant with you.
What I did, and Gregory, are we gonna have to understand? Am I gonna have to like physically describe the act of making someone a baby mama? Because I don't feel comfortable with that. I feel you're too young for this.
Not.
I feel you're too young for this conversation.
What are you talking about? I am very much. I'm considered an adult
Yes.
amongst us.
Yes.
Yes.
I just want to preface this by saying it's nothing you're doing, and you're all very good. I'm just having a random anxiety moment. I really don't know what triggered it, but I just need to go AFK and get some fresh air for a little bit.
Okay.
I'll be back. Just
Okay.
Take a breather, dude.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dying. This is funny.
So,
I hope
as we were
Tony will be
saying,
okay.
as Julia has now cast invisibility and disappeared.
I think she's just sleeping in the carriage, dude.
Yeah,
No.
she's not that far.
Oh, they're fine. They're fine. But anyway, so your Haggy mama, is sending your halfling sibling, baby, mama, your sibling here to come get you, cause she said now it's your turn to try to get them. Good luck.
Huh.
Well, no, she didn't say good luck. It was kind of more of like a, let's see how if you do better kind of thing, you know. But so this one, all I really saw was well, I mean, she looked kind of human-ish, but she had like a red hood on, and she rode like this big wolf, kind of like Mune-sized wolf.
I take offense to that, and I'm obviously bigger.
Oh, this thing was about I think as big as you, or if not bigger.
I think Mune transforms into whatever their biggest form is.
Wow. Eddie.
That's right, wasting a wild shape.
You're lucky you get those back on short rests.
Exactly.
But so yeah.
We're still level 4, right? Are we level 5?
Yes, you're still level 4.
Okay, just making sure.
So yeah. So we have to be on the lookout for a big wolf and a girl in a red hood. And there's something else. Let's see. I cover your Haggy mama. Oh, right. The guy with the one arm, the dragon arm. He was operating, picking apart some kind of like weird octopus man. The thing seemed to be alive when he was picking in its innards.
That's gross.
Oh, it very was. Oh, and the vampire snazzy Knoll man was there too. Apparently, they didn't really see eye to eye on the whole thing. One thought it was a waste of time. The other one thought, "Don't you get in the way of my profession," kind of thing. And yeah, I mean, it was a lot. I saw a lot of stuff that these last few days have been rough.
Seems like you need
You
to take a break
sometime-
from the feature.
Yeah.
I
You
can't though.
sometimes like get scared about going to sleep.
All the time.
Hmm.
Especially since there's so much out there that wants to kill us.
I don't know, your nights of sleep don't seem really fun.
Not. There's so many things out here that want to eat us.
Well,
Or worse, turn us.
Well, here's a little tip from your fellow dwarf tabaxi.
Yes.
That's why you nap a lot. So that you don't actually be vulnerable for many hours in a row. So you nap a lot during the day so that you can have maximum energy at all time to flee or kill.
Huh. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. But, Lumi,
Hmm?
I'm like one of the most perceptive people here.
Mm-hmm.
How? Well, I mean, maybe besides you. Or Turtle. Possibly Immune. Where was I going with this?
I have no clue. I think you'd be very perceptive if you knew.
I'm just kind of looking over this sheet the guild gave me here, and according to this, apparently I am not proficient in perception. Apparently I'm more proficient in insight. Huh? Who would have known? Didn't see that coming.
Yep.
And
Well, I'm
apparently,
very perceptive,
oh, you
and
are.
I still nap.
Huh? How do you not get caught or by surprise?
Cause when you nap, you're kind of half asleep, you know. I still got my ears like kind of like going like pew pew pew.
I see.
Well, except those couple of times where I was like really, really, really asleep, even when you guys were fighting. But
Oh, yeah.
it was a bit, you know, I get a bit lazy and I gotta, you know.
Right.
Immune is just like such a feeling of security for me. So
Ah. Yeah, I remember those times. We used your paws as fire starters.
yeah, I
And they
don't
go to work.
remember.
But anyway, so that's wait, 1, 2. How many visions did I get?
A lot.
You
Was it
got
like
a lot,
5?
yeah.
More
Five or
than you shall ever know.
Let's see. Let's see.
Oh, I didn't cover the red woman. So I saw the red woman again,
Mhm.
and so guess get this. She has wings.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
You think that she has some kind of Red Bull under her control?
Maybe. I mean, they didn't look too good. I mean, they look like these like feathery white wings, but they also, as they kind of were like more red as you kind of went out further, and they were also decaying and rotting a bit at the ends. So
This is why I don't trust bulls with my energy.
Oh my god.
I mean, hey, if you're being chased by a boar, if anything can give you energy to keep running faster, I'd take it.
Now, I prefer the energy of rogues in myself. Okay, you know what? That joke is bad. I'm sorry. I'm going to go see myself out.
Oh my god.
That's yeah. You know what? I've been working on this concoction. I call it short rest energy drink.
Is that the one where you made Lumi go crazy?
No, that was my mana potion.
Oh, that's
This is-
right. That's the one I wanted to try.
This is something. This is something Lumi should not have. She will have.
Freaking.
She will have
Okay.
the zoomies like crazy.
It's got like 10,000 grams of caffeine.
How'd
Don't
you
know-
know?
Don't know how it's got literally 22 pounds of matter in that small can, but did somehow.
Yeah.
Savage.
But yeah, Fav, what visions I miss?
Let's see.
'Cause I got the Sneeple.
Yeah,
I
you
got Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah,
I
you
got
see.
I got Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah,
I got-
see.
I got Red Lady.
Wait, who's Red Lady?
Scarlet Lady.
Oh, the one with the wings.
Yeah.
You're missing the druid, and you're also missing the one on the battlefield with surrounded by bodies and a city of brass in the distance.
Okay, so I remember. Okay, remember that one. I'm blanking on the druid a bit though.
So the druid was this what appears to be a human woman wearing druidic clothing surrounded by dead bodies with lots of mushrooms growing from the
Mushrooms.
bodies. Yes.
Okay. So Greg will go into his anxiety spiel again. All right. Oh, and the other two things I saw, there was this very weird, kind of creepy groom lady. Maybe some type of druid, maybe. You know, kind of like you, Mune.
I'm not a druid though.
Right, you're a quote demon lord. That just so
Yes.
happens to have the same powers as a druid.
Obviously, the druids took, saw a demon lord in their time kind of deal. And was like, we can do that. And they made a sekier version, obviously.
They do exactly the same things you do.
I don't see it.
I'm.
Can
Well-
they do this? And then basically they're gonna cast yes, I'm wasting a spell slot for this because they're
Oh.
dumb. Aura of Essence. You summon an aura of sweet smelling wind that pre-meets within the 30-foot sphere centered around you. Yes, smell it.
I mean, yeah, they can. I mean, wizards can do that too. It's called prestidigitation.
Yeah,
you say it
but
like that, the demons have a strong smells. Like, that's your proof right there.
yeah, obviously.
Demons
Thank
smell
you,
like
Remy.
demons smell like sulfur.
Do they?
Yeah, it's in all
Well,
the
I don't know what
books.
that smells like, but
It's,
Wait,
it's,
wait, wait, wait. So
it
you're
smells
only
like
reading this
rotten
stuff in the
eggs.
book.
Yes, of course I read it in books. That's where
Gross.
all the knowledge is. But anyway, so this druid lady, totally was raising dead bodies with mushrooms. And then the other one I saw, I know I'm kind of mentioning these out of order. I saw them, but I had to kind of recompile my thoughts. My mind and body took a big hit from all these back-to-back visions that were so intense, you know. But there, I saw, I don't know, like some hobgoblins, you know. This one lady hobgoblin, she was leading like an army. It looked like, but they had these interesting shields with like a white rose on them. And then like I saw a city off in the distance, and it looked like it was made of metal, maybe copper or brass, maybe. I don't know what to make of it.
just metal. I don't know.
Smell? I can't smell in the visions. They're visions, not smellsions.
I just
I
want to say
don't know.
this. Mune,
Yeah.
two of those things that Gregory mentioned actually sound familiar to you. I don't
Wait,
know.
which ones?
Okay, so Gregory mentioned a snake woman surrounded by water, right?
Yeah.
In the city of brass. Mune, your mom has told you stories of such things. Well, not the snake lady, but your mom, when you were really young, would have told you a story of a place filled with water. Nothing but water and beautiful sea creatures. Even some scary stories of what lives in that place as you got older. She would have mentioned a city made out of pure metal and told you in no uncertainties to never go there. Because she's afraid something bad would happen to you. You're not sure why, but those sound eerily familiar to you.
Ah, weird.
Mm-hmm.
That city does sound familiar, but like Mia just looks at himself in confusion, kind of deal, and then looks at Gregor. It's like, can you remember for me?
I mean, I can try.
Gregory, roll me roll me an intelligence check to try to remember for Mune. At
Okay.
disadvantage.
But no,
Oh, shit.
I'll roll wisdom to see if Mean can remember exactly.
Well, because it has to do with memory, I would probably say intelligence.
Intelligence, not his. Oh, I guess history is intelligence. So
Gregory.
you
Alright.
did it.
My mind's on the fritz after all these visions. You know,
Gregory, you try to remember really hard for Mune, but it doesn't work. Mune, you try
Yeah.
to remember, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just say, I feel like I've heard about that place. And something about not going there, but I don't remember the reason why.
I'm not trying to ignore you, Mech, but I don't know what to say about you and your Tarask.
Stop it with the Tarask.
But Mune, for you, what you do remember though is your mom would tell you stories of these beautiful places, places that she said she would take you one day when you were older. But it's not. But you don't remember what they were, like the names of them and things like that. You just remember you just remember her telling you stories as you grew up, things like that.
Okay. Sounds familiar. Maybe something my mother talked about.
Huh. Okay. Well,
God,
I have
Mech.
no idea what a city of brass could be.
Mm.
City with brass?
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe we can ask if anyone's been in the city of brass. Are you sure it was not grass?
Very sure. I mean, it didn't look like there was much in the way of grass around the areas. It was pretty barren.
There was a baron?
It was devoid of grass.
And also, it was caused by a bear?
No. It was like there was no real plant life around.
Weird. So, like, a desert?
Kind of, but not as sandy.
I don't get it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't really either. I mean, I've never seen anything like it.
You're gonna have to point me what is brass looking like. You know,
Okay.
one day.
Well, the next city we go to, we can stop by a smithy. They might have some brass.
For your ass?
No.
Oh my God, there.
I thought it was
Why?
grass.
Or are you saying bare ass, but really quick?
No, just no.
Oh, that's what it is. Barons. Okay.
Just brass. B
Well, I mean-
R.
Barris.
No, just there's no bear in it. It's just BRASS. Oh shit.
So there is shit. So it is an ass.
So there is the word ass in the word, but I mean,
See, this is why I don't get common.
The English language is a mess.
I'm sure someone really, really smarter than all of us will figure it out for us. You just
Yeah.
have to ask around.
yeah.
Yeah, let's just ask them. Gregory
Yeah.
is not that you know,
Don't you say it.
smart.
Girl, I am very much smart. I am
God, bye.
smarterer than you, for sure.
Not gonna lie, I don't think
Smarterer.
a smart people says smarter because smarter is not a word.
Oh, it's not a word? Okay,
No.
yeah. Then he's dumb. He'd be dumb.
I am not dumb. I just am not a language major. That wasn't my major study.
Linguist.
Nah.
The word you're looking for is linguist.
See, I didn't study for that.
I think Turtle should
I-
be my language teacher or my linguist teacher.
No, hey, no, everything will be fine once you take this pill.
No.
Take it.
Oh my God.
Take it. I didn't see if it works. I mean, I'm sure this will work.
That
Bet.
Oh my goodness. gracious.
All right. I need to go BRB real quick, so I just wanted to get
Okay.
through the visions before I had to go.
Alright, I'll be right back.
All right. So where are we hitting again? I lost track. Throughout this whole
Well, we either
conversation.
have a mission or we investigate about this vision. It's probably wiser to do the mission, and wherever we can stop, we ask around.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
back.
fair enough. Hi, Cody.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I
So
hope you're doing good, Cody.
You okay, Cody?
Yeah.
Alrighty, bud. Let us know if you need another break.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
just to kind of like try to catch you up, Losing, on what you've been doing. Like Anne
What?
said, there is a mission. You are kind of like doing a mission right now to go after a banshee who appear. Let me try to give a quick description of what she looked like again. It was a banshee. It was this elven woman wearing a beautiful wedding dress, but sadly, the wedding dress has been destroyed.
Right.
That is what you guys were doing here. That's where we left off last time. How you guys want to approach this, let me know. It is possible to fight her without having to fight her, if that is something you want to do. Bye, I swear to God. So what is it that you all like to do here? You are currently on a mission to deal with a banshee.
I guess
deal with the banshee.
yeah. Let's deal with the banshee, and then
Mm-hmm.
maybe we can find some clues about these visions.
Yeah.
These weird visions.
Let's banshee it out. Which I believe was a precise time at a precise place. If I'm not wrong.
Mm-hmm. She appears in a lake. She appears in like a pond/lake in the forest around midnight.
Beautiful.
What time is it right now?
It's about, I want to say like 8, 9 p.m. So
Oh
it's
boy, we
nighttime.
better shake a leg.
Shake it. I shake my leg.
Not literally.
Now,
It's a figure of speech.
how can you make a figure of a speech?
Let's go.
Okay. I approve of ignoring the questions.
Truly ignoring the. Oh my God. Okay. As you enter the forest, going deeper, as you enter this forest, going deeper to where the information of the banshee is. The forest begins to get darker as the trees begin to block out any form, to basically block out any form of moonlight going in. Until after what feels like about 10-20 minutes of walking, you come across a small stream leading into a pond, or leading from a pond, really, where you begin to hear the sounds of a banshee wailing. A haunting wailing noise. It sounds like a woman crying in absolute distress. As you get closer, you begin to hear the sounds of the distress getting louder and louder. Until finally, you're able to see a beautiful pond in the middle of a forest. Near it appears to be a cathedral, a church, abandoned, destroyed by the looks of it. After a couple minutes of waiting, or however you guys want to spend your time, that is, you begin to see the visage of a woman wearing a beautiful, well, once beautiful dress. Once beautiful wedding dress begin to appear in the middle of the lake. She floats just above the lake, not really paying attention to her surroundings, but crying out in Elvish. Does anyone here speak Elvish?
Sylvan close enough? I believe I speak Sylvan.
Sylvan's more towards the Fae, sadly.
Okay,
I do
yeah,
not.
I know.
I don't think I do, but let me We'll check.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't open my thing yet today. I didn't realize that you updated your thing. Nope. I do
Oh.
not know I do not know what they say.
Okay, and I just checked Gregory's sheet. He does not speak Elven.
I'm sure at this point Gregory would cast that, understand all languages thing.
Comprehend
Forgot what it's
language.
called. Yeah. The thing that comprehends those words they speak.
Yeah, yes, Wilson. That totally made sense.
Yes.
Alright, so we'll just say he does that. Gregory understands what she's saying and he'll relay it to the party. She is crying. She is essentially crying, missing her now deceased fiance. She appears to be looking for him, but cannot see him. After a little bit of time, as you guys are looking around, because I assume you guys are watching the scene before doing anything too crazy, yes?
Mhm.
Yes, Batman.
Okay, Batman. You see what appears to be another figure pop up. Just kind of like just pop up exiting the cathedral. It appears to be an elven a man wearing elven armor. Well, you assume him to be a man, but on closer look, if anyone wants to get a better look of him, roll me a perception, please.
Mm.
With my bunny eyes.
Fable
Damn,
with
guys!
Fable with a 17. Well, I know what is a man.
Yes.
You
What is...
just hear the quote from that game
Yeah, I
kind of
was
deal in
about
your head. You're like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was about to say that quote actually. I don't know it fully, but I was about to try to quote it.
It goes, "What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. Have at you."
Oh shit, we're in a fight now.
Yes, he does say "have at you." No, that doesn't happen. You see this pop out of the building, but the armor's not as edgy and as badass as this. The armor appears
It's
to
like
be
basic soldier stuff.
yeah. Basically, the armor looks more of elven design. He doesn't have any weapons, but it looks more like it was specifically made for a ceremony. He begins to walk towards the edge of, just near the edge of the pond as he cries out for her. But she does not hear him. And this just goes on for more minutes. Until finally this poor man returns back into the cathedral, or the church, really. As the woman still begins to cry in pain of her long lost love, never being able to reunite with him. What do you guys want to do?
Are we just
Wow.
witnessing the saddest love story in existence?
I don't know. So far from what I can understand from this vampire romance book, this is pretty much sadder.
If I ever use a vampire, I'm gonna have to freaking quote Livia's book about this stuff.
Sorry, Fable. What was it that he said to her?
He was basically crying out to her, telling her that he is here. All she has to do is look towards him, but his cries seem to fall on deaf ears, quite literally. As she tries to look for him, he cries for her to see him. But sadly, both do not hear each other. Well, she cannot hear him, and for whatever reason, he cannot cross. He cannot cross into the pond, I should say.
All right, I'm gonna look around for the third lover that cannot speak. So
He's in the tree. He's just hanging out, playing the banjo.
I fucking knew it.
There be any way to make it so that they can communicate?
Hey guys, oh god, why is that?
What are you
Guys, just
talking about, Gregory? You've been here
You
this whole
missed
time
the
translating
love
us.
story of the destiny. I think did I say a French word? Yes, the decade. Don't ignore this language. You never heard about it.
I cast comprehend languages to comprehend
No.
everything you're saying.
Oh my god, you're casting a second time. This is crazy.
And how great would that be if we could do that? Like in real life, just cast comprehend languages to
That would be
understand
really
any
useful.
language.
Isn't that what
Yes.
translators just
Google
are?
nowadays.
Yeah, but they have to train for that. So I guess you have to train in order to do magic.
Yeah,
Fuck. Damn.
get fucked.
No,
Alright,
be able to cast tongues, so you can speak any language, understand any language.
That's still like training to cast tongues while still learning to speak a language.
But you can cast it on others too, though. See, you can grant other people that power. So one person studies and learns all that knowledge and power, and then boom, grants it to others for an hour or so.
So, Cars, just to fill you in real quick, basically
Yeah.
the party has made it to the lake where the Banshee is, where there appears to be a church, an old abandoned church. The Banshee, because I had Gregory kind of like cast comprehend languages, the Banshee was crying for her lost love. After a few minutes, a wraith popped out wearing elven armor, was crying to the Banshee to see him, that he's right here, and that all she has to do is look towards him. But sadly, she cannot hear him, and he cannot cross into the lake itself.
Huh.
So that's pretty
I
much what's
have
been
an
happening.
idea. What if we married them?
Go on.
I can do a ceremony. Gregory too.
Oh yeah, I totally can. Though I've never,
Yeah.
I'm an ordained minister, though I've never
What if-
done it.
Somehow that would allow them to just finish that thing and maybe see each other, and I don't know, maybe someone can freeze the lake so he can walk on it, or uh shape some rocks to, I don't know, like make a bridge of some sort.
I
can
do
live-
like
I
the
can-
ceremony idea. I mean, they are lovers, right? What I understand.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I could levitate him out there.
True.
You know how I love to levitate.
You do?
So maybe we talk to him first.
Okay,
Hopefully, receptive.
I am totally not being the talking for that. Turtle, you're up.
Who now and the what now and the what? What do you mean I'm up?
You're talking to the Skelly Boy.
Why am I attacking the Skelly Boys? They're bad. They look like they're gonna kill us.
It's time to do your best, entrepreneur, sellers of cheap weddings at Las Vegas type of thing.
Okay, so you want me to you want you
We're
want
doing it for love.
you want me to sell them a wedding?
Gonna go talk to the groom. Tell
Eh?
him that we'll make it possible for him to cross on the lake by using levitate, and that we'll marry him with her
Yeah.
using our wonderful aptitude to make ceremonies.
Does anyone here have ceremony?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you take us for?
I thank you guys for a lot of things.
Yeah, our
Ah.
ceremonies might differ, but it's still a ceremony, you know?
Okay, I guess
Yeah.
Hey, Fable,
Yes, Jody, what's up?
does Julia know... Is there a way to get the Banshee's essence without destroying it?
Yeah. Well, there's
Okay.
multiple things you can do for an undead. Depending on the type of undead, you can destroy them to free them, or, as silly as it might sound, you could redeem them, grant their final wish.
Oh,
And
wait.
I'm pretty sure you know what her final wish is.
Yep.
Lumi, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
You have the 25 gold worth of powdered silver for the spell?
I have 3 silver.
All right, I think I know how I'm going to approach this. Oh, sorry.
So
It
you
might
need,
be a cheap.
so you're gonna need like 250 silver worth of powdered silver. We need to powder it.
We might have to go back to town, guys.
Oh shit!
I can definitely get it. I have enough gold for it.
All right, so we doing this? I pull up my loot. We doing this?
Well, we kind of we don't have the silver amount for the actual ceremony.
I mean, we could. I mean, you're ordained at least, right?
Sure.
Well, I am.
You're ordained.
I mean, what is it to be ordained or not ordained, okay?
You're a cleric, right?
I follow a god.
I mean, we don't need to have the actual spell. We don't need to increase their armor or anything for a week. We can just say,
Huh?
"Rub a dub dub. Thanks for the grub. You're married now, right?" Is all you have to do.
I mean,
Turtle, don't you have
Wouldn't
any
it be-
sense of romance?
yeah, come
No.
on, rights and all. What if nothing happens if the real proper thing is not done? I have to do things properly.
I think it's more important. Important that it's more important for the meaning of it. I mean, don't people like get eloped and stuff like that? Like they don't need to have a big wedding or a big how do you do.
Turtle, what's a song without a melody?
That's actually what I guess. But mm,
You know,
listen, I can play a song. Oh, go
A
ahead.
rhythm?
I can play a song.
you're not
that I
supposed
think...
to answer, Julia. I didn't
I-
even think about what it meant.
Okay, so I have a
This is
song.
hilarious.
I have a song that I think that will calm both of these spirits down enough for you to initiate some kind of wedding ceremony. It doesn't have to. We don't need to worry about actually having the spell prepared. We can just be like, we can just, we can say that we're the witnesses. And since you're a cleric who's been ordained by a god, it doesn't have to be a specific one. It should be fine enough. Right?
That's not what the textbook that I couldn't read said.
Well, you know what? Sometimes you gotta go past your textbooks. Sometimes you just need to do your own field work and just go do it.
All right.
know-
Well, if they decide to eat us as their prenuptial meal or whatever, it's your fault.
No, don't worry. I think this. I'm gonna sing a song that's gonna calm them down, and then we can talk it out, and everything will work out. That's what I think. Or should we wait and try to get the spell prepared?
I mean, I could do it, but I need the silver to do it though, or no, gold to do it.
How much do you need?
Well, I need 25 gold worth of powdered silver.
Shit.
Consider it like a wedding gift, or maybe just like the coverage for the whole wedding. Oh,
Well, I can contribute my 3 silver.
hmm.
Isn't there some sort of
Phaedra.
money converter somewhere?
Yes, Cody, what's up?
Yeah, that's basically what I was going to ask. Is for simplicity's sake, I've been like reducing my words. I've been like converting my money into the nearest gold amount just to like keep it track of it easier. Could we say that enough of my money is in silver that we could take a file to it and have the powdered silver?
Yes, we can actually.
Hey, there we
Just-
I'll remove
go.
my 3 silver and contribute.
Alrighty, just so it doesn't get too complicated for you.
You know,
Because
we're also forgetting the most important thing here. We need to ask that guy if he wants her, if he needs her, and if he says yes, then he's got to try some romance.
Oh my
It's a little tenderness, you ass.
Mm.
god.
I didn't want to be fully copyright struck for
See
that.
what I did there?
Yeah.
It's funny.
But thank you for calling.
Also, I'm pretty sure my mom explained marriages were all about for the bride kind of deal. That like the grooms, whatever that is, has no say in it whatsoever.
Because
Oh
a
my
donkey
God.
is an ass. Do you get it?
Yeah.
All right. Are we doing this?
We're doing this.
All right.
So yeah, we oh, sorry.
I was just gonna ask, what's the plan? Because I feel like many
Okay.
things have been said in the span of like 5 minutes and I'm lost.
Okay, so I think the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna go out there and talk to Eddie from Iron Maiden and convince him that we can get him with his bride.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the beginning of the plan,
Okay. Sounds good.
and then
Wait.
Oh.
A little precise thing though. If Gregory, you're gonna cast levitate, I should be doing the ceremony.
Oh, good point.
Otherwise, that doesn't work.
Right.
Unless
Shoot.
someone else has a way to make a bridge over the water.
Nope.
But yeah, Julia's going to go with Turtle.
Okay.
Wait, I have levitate. That's
Wait,
part of that's part of my loot. I have levitate.
Oh my god.
I also have fly.
Well, you can do a little levitate song. It's perfect.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That works
I
out.
forgot I had that. Do you want me to do levitate or fly?
Well, fly. He would have control.
Yeah. Do we want him to have control?
Well, I guess if he betrays us,
I
that'd be a
think that
bad
would make
thing.
it easier for him to get to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also at the same time, it is my concentration. So if he does betray us, if he goes flying up high and comes down to kill us, I could just drop concentration. We'll fall like a rock.
Good point.
Imagine him though levitating and just being stuck on the lake, just levitating, not being
Yeah.
able to go forward.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Kinda be funny. But
I'll
no.
try to. I'll try to convince him to fly.
Okay.
All right.
So. Okay, so Julia and Turtle go talk to the elven man that freaking Turtle keeps calling Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
He
the
does
rest-
look more than a little bit like Eddie.
it's just, it's just the artwork. From the
I know, but
Wait, right, quick question.
yes.
Do either of you guys, before you go out, you guys want any of your abilities enhanced?
Charisma might not be a bad idea to have enhanced for
I
this.
can do that. Wait, can I do that? I can't do that.
Okay.
You made me
Um,
prepare a blindness deafness spell for that.
I will enhance. Who has the lower of the persuasions?
Mm,
Let's see, I've got max charisma, but I don't have proficiency in persuasion, I don't think.
I've got a +6 in persuasion.
So a +6
yeah,
to a
I only have a
+5.
+5.
Okay. I'll let you two decide which one you want enhance ability.
What do you think?
Who's gonna do the more talking? So
Probably Turtle? Julia has a reason they want to go, but
okay. Well then,
their thing is lying. Their thing is bullshitting.
all right. Well then, there you go. Enhanced ability for you, Turtle,
Mhm.
for the charisma buff. So
All
you
right.
have Fox's cunning. Oh no, sorry. Shoot, which one was it for
Eagle.
Eagle Splendor? Charisma, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go out there, convince him that we're convince him that we can help him get to his lady love, and they can get married.
Yes.
And be
Okay,
together forever.
okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
R-
I'm confident about this.
Remind me if I'm visualizing this right, Fable. He came from like an abandoned cathedral on the lakeshore. That's where he's at.
Yes.
Gotcha.
All right. As you two make your way into the abandoned cathedral, you see you see the
Oh,
yes, Jody?
I just want to say, as we're approaching the cathedral, Turtle, you can definitely see that Julia is hesitant about going inside.
Not much of a churchgoer.
I don't think I'm really welcome there.
Lini, I understand. You know, I grew up in the country, so you know what? I'm not going here anyway. Listen, I understand. If you wanted to stay out here, you can. But you got me. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Okay.
I know this might be weird to say to someone with horns.
Mm-hmm. And Hag Baby.
That too.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have more claim to holiness than I do.
Not really. Listen, what's the worst that can happen if we go in there together? I mean, I got your back.
Oh no. Turtle said it.
I
It's
can't
good.
believe you just said that.
But
But
what's
Julia
the-
will smile and
That's like the
uh,
worst thing you can say to a demon lord. Oh god.
There's no demon lords around here, and you're not even here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I sense it.
We're also saying it in common, so you wouldn't be able to understand it.
Ah shit. Now I just get a shiver in my spine.
Oh my god. That turtle freaking
Any-
dude.
Don't worry, but
like saying, "Let's split up, gang, or this is going to be the best Christmas the East End's ever had."
once I'm done with this, I plan to get married myself. Don't
2 days
worry,
from retirement.
Don't worry, everyone. I'll hold them off. You go on ahead.
Oh my god. Okay. So as
Ruby,
you
Ruby,
two
Ruby.
enter,
I just want to say that there was actually a Super Sentai movie where they summoned a team called the Akiba Rangers and imbued their power to monsters, and that's what their power was. They forced the monster to say death flagged lines,
Oh my god.
and then they exploded.
Oh my goodness gracious. All right.
resulting in the lead character yelling out cringe is power.
Oh my god, I'm done.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
I love
Please
that though,
continue,
but I'm done. All right. As you two enter the country, I can't speak now. As you two enter the building, your worst fears come to life, and both Julia and Turtle are lit on fire. Roll up new characters, please. No. Sorry, I couldn't resist because of what you guys said. As you two enter it, well, nothing happens. You just gently enter the building, and you see what was once a beautiful church building with the I believe they're called benches. I forgot the seats everywhere. You see
Pews.
what, Cody?
Pews.
Alrighty. You see those. You see a man. You see the man standing at the end of the, just at the end of the hall, standing where a groom is waiting for his bride. He appears to look really sad. He appears to look sad as he looks at, well, as looks at a once beautiful set of flowers now wilted away into nothingness. He notices you and says, "Hmm." He says in common, almost roughly due to his voice, well, due to his undead body. He says this. "What is it that you want, mortals? I mean you no harm if that is what you want. I have nothing left to give and no fight left in me. Leave me."
Well, let me ask you a question. Sorry. Hello.
What a
I don't know.
question.
That was a beautiful question, thank you. I will spend many years trying to figure out the answer.
Uh, anyway, so
Yep. What's up?
I do see that you were. There is a lovely lady outside, possibly waiting for you.
Yes. My fiance. I have been calling to her for the last 100 years, and yet I can never reach her. What of it?
Well, let me ask you this, friend. Do you think that? What if I were to tell you today is your lucky day? We would not only be able to get you over to her, but the two of you would tie the knot.
He kind of like looks at you, not fully believing you, but he seems interested.
Well, it just has have you know we are experienced adventurers and also experienced marriage counselors. We know specific people who can help two undead people such as yourself get married lickety split.
He looks at you even more like he looks at you even a bit confused and just like doesn't really believe you about the wedding counselor part, but says, I do not know if this is some kind of cruel joke, but if it is true you are able to reunite me and my long lost love, I will do anything to do so."
All right. Well, has anyone ever tried to help you fly across the water to your love?
He kind of looks at you like, "Lie?"
Yeah, like a bird.
Interesting. Go on. It's-
I pull out my lute. I just happen to be a bard of extraordinary magical talent, and using my lute here, I would be able to whisk you across with nothing but a song that 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 my father taught me when he was having his when he was having his reunion, not reunion, sorry, bleh, his anniversary, where they renewed their vows.
mm-hmm. You got kind of like nod slowly at your story.
My parents have been married for about a good 40 years. I'm pretty sure that this song helped them out.
Mm.
By way of supporting this weird spiel, Julia's going to say, "It's true. They adopted me. We were the happiest family ever."
Exactly.
Roll me deception, Julia.
Oh my god.
Can I help him?
Yeah, you can.
They're family. Of course,
Ooh,
you can help each
advantage
other.
on something I
Ow!
have expertise in. Y'all good?
Yeah, Casper just grabbed me and broke the skin.
Oh no.
No.
Don't worry. This is why I have alcohol with me at all times.
Oh no.
Ow.
Oh goodness.
Because
yeah.
if you don't put alcohol on a cat wound, it gets infected. That's what cat scratch fever is.
Yep.
Makes a lot of sense actually.
Yeah. But this is why those crazy cat ladies always wear long sleeve pants and shirts, huh?
Anyway, that's some strong ass fucking alcohol. And you, sir, you can
Scratch
have
Fever was a song by the worst human being in the world.
Oh yeah, no, no, I would. That guy was a piece of work. I tell you what. I think he worshipped Tiamat or something. Anyway,
Tetanus also from cat scratch. I got a vaccine for it the other
Mm.
time.
Oh
Really?
my. That's
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
Because of a cat scratch.
Jesus. Alright.
anyway, does he believe us?
Yeah, he kind of does. He's more confused in all honesty, but he's just like he believes you, but he's more interested in the fact that you can help him fly to his loved one more than anything. At this point, he's
Okay.
willing to try anything.
All right. Well, are you willing to take that chance? I mean, what else you got to lose? Another what, 500 years chilling out in here?
He sighs when you say that and says, so be it. I am willing to try anything at this point.
Okay. I pull out my lute and I start playing a song. It's called Cheeseburger and Empyrean.
Oh god. Why are you like this? As you cast this
I was thinking Come Sail Away.
I don't know. Cheeseburger in Paradise started playing in my head for some reason. I'm just going with it.
This
Okay.
is such a bard thing to do, too.
Extremely
So
valid.
savage.
Oh my god. How did you say little thing?
This is exactly what a bard would do, so it works.
Yeah, sadly. Alright.
Cheeseburger in Paradise is such a dad song too.
Oh my gosh. Alright, so this is what happens. As you cast the spell, I'm just gonna call him Eddie because I never thought of a name for him, but we're just gonna straight up just call him Eddie now at this point. Eddie begins to float. As he does so, he slowly floats his way towards the lake, the pond lake thingy, and he, in Elven, begins to try to call out to the Banshee woman. She doesn't respond. She doesn't, at first she doesn't respond, but as he tries harder to yell out her name, she finally responds to him and sees him. You all watch as she has tears in her eyes, as tears begin to fall from her eyes. He holds her close, and if now's your chance to try to perform the ceremony if you wish. As those two
We would
embrace,
assist Gregory with that, and
Okay.
perhaps try to find like 1 or 2 flowers really close by to give the bride.
Wait, as a demon lord, can't Mune make flowers?
I don't have that prepared.
It's a cantrip.
I like to imagine that since this requires like an hour of concentration, I'm just rolling through an entire like wedding DJ playlist as I'm just to keep them flying.
oh my god.
Can you feel the
Nah.
love tonight?
No, the
Nope.
next one is we're no strangers to love.
Are you really
No,
Rick Rolling those, right?
I am rickrolling all y'all.
I
Why?
believe I can fly.
Why are you
I
Rick
believe
Rolling?
I can touch the sky.
Because my only experience with weddings is with my Hobbit parents, and they had like a 1980s dance playlist.
Okay.
Very
They're like,
hardcore.
it's like this is the loveliest song we have.
Hmm.
Love you.
Julia's going to use their beast speech and just call out in bird language, hey, there's a piece of fairy fruit in it for you if you go be pretty at those people,
Okay.
and see if any local birds respond.
They're a bit scared, but they see what you're trying to do, or they at least see that you're trying to do something interesting. So they decide to go be, as you so elegantly put it, be pretty near those people. As
You know what, Fable? I'm gonna throw something in here. I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy to make it sound like I got backup singers.
He's gonna throw some hands at us.
okay. God. Okay, so let me try to paint you a beautiful word picture. As these two long lost lovers, embrace for the first time in a very long time. They hold each other close. As they do so, a beautiful as they do so, a sign, part of the moonlight begins to flash onto both of them, almost engulfing them in a beautiful ray of moonlight, as these birds, as Julia so elegantly put it, be pretty near them, surround them. Whoever wants to look for some flowers to try to give to the banshee. She will graciously hold them. As
You would
mu-
also have Nessie go like way above their head just to kind of illuminate them in the night.
Alrighties. You create this beautiful scene where the music of being rickrolled plays in the background. I cannot stress that enough.
Well, there is no strangers to love.
As you are all being rickrolled, an hour passes where the spell happens, where the ceremony is concluded. The banshee and the wraith kiss one last time, as both of their souls begin to glow in the beautiful golden radiant light, as they just begin to disappear, their souls drifting off into heaven. And left behind is the elven armor, well, what remains traces of the elven armor, and this really colorful looking powder on the ground from where the banshee once stood, or well, once floated, really. And you guys did it. You help two
Fable, was there
lovers. Mhm.
was there a wedding reception?
I mean, you guys can make a wedding reception if you want.
But they're all their undead friends.
Yeah. The last song I play before the spell breaks is Cotton Eye Joe.
No, please. No, it's too real.
Where did you come
God
from?
damn.
Where did you go?
Oh my god.
See, the first time I done Cotton Eye Joe in a D&D game from this year.
Like, hey, you have to say this.
Oh my god. So yes, that is what happened. Julia, I assume you try to get the essence of the banshee? Or
Yep.
like what's left of it? Alright. Julia, you are able to collect the essence of a banshee that was given, I don't want to say redemption because that's not the right word. That it was given,
Peace.
yeah, peace. Fulfillment. That's also the word. Because you fulfilled their final wish. As that happens, you guys have completed the quest. You didn't have to fight a banshee, and you helped two lovers reunite and find peace and happiness for eternity. Now
They like the reception.
they love their reception. You
Fuck
get a
yeah.
standing ovation.
I'd hope it was at least a little bit awkward, though. Anyway.
It
Pretty
was
awkward.
it was pretty awkward, yes. Some of the animals thought this was pretty awkward.
Yeah.
Alright. Now, sadly, all you can do now is possibly go to your next mission, if you want to.
Lumi is sniffling a little bit.
You okay there,
That was
Mimi?
beautiful.
Dry eye in the bunch.
Alright. Now that you've helped those banshees and Julia has selected what they need to, what is the plan?
What's the next mission? Our closest one, I guess.
That mission is very far away, bud.
All right, we'll fly there.
All right. This is when Julia busts out their secret power to teleport all of us.
When the fuck did
Magically.
you have this? We've been walking this whole time, and you could have just done that.
Let's see,
Little do we know that
one-
it has a secret downside. There's a chance that it could rip holes in the realm.
1, 2.
That doesn't sound too bad.
And monsters can spill in from other planes
That still doesn't sound too bad.
and attack us as soon as we land.
Again, doesn't sound too bad.
And there's nothing you can take from them to be able to wild shape into them.
Those monsters.
We may need a
It's about a week.
we may need a ride here.
I mean, we have a carriage. That will be fine.
We
I can
also
turn
have
it into
to maybe try and ask about the bare ass cities around.
Yeah. Maybe it's just bare asses.
The bare ass city.
I mean, I'm sure we can talk to
Those
some
bare-ass
bears.
cities.
Sure, we can talk to some bears and find out where their ass cities are.
Okay, so where do you guys want to go?
Too many bears in this campaign already think I'm some sort of weird bear pervert.
See, this is fine. It works out then.
That was really funny though. Alright, so do you guys want to try to make your way to the next mission, but on the way also see if they can find anything about these bear cities, apparently? Okay.
Yeah, when we stop in towns, Julia's going to casually ask around, anyone heard any weird stuff going on in the city of Brass?
So the first town you can stop off is, because you're the closest to it, is literally midnight. Wait, sorry, moonlight. As you stop off in moonlight to try to get a quick rest in, ask around questions. Julia, you asked if they know anything about something known as a city of brass. A lot of them kind of look at you a bit confused. They're like, why would you make a city with that metal? All we got is trees and wood here. You don't know nothing about that.
The proper demon lord structure.
Ow.
Oh no, is he scratching you again?
No, he's biting my toes.
Oh no.
It's just love. Come on. It's love. That's all it is. Don't have to worry about that. It's love.
All you need is love, love, love.
He's not even like biting down hard. It's just like he's putting his teeth on them.
Oh my god.
Mmm. Wants a
Alright.
toe jam.
But yes, he does not. None of the people sadly here know about the city you speak of. There's nothing else you guys want to do here. I will slowly try to move you, unless you guys want to tell me exactly what path you want to take.
Before
Anyone
we
seen a bitch ass motherfucker named Chet?
Cody, let me roll something.
Before we leave, I asked them if they've ever heard of the Slagathor and if they understand that we can help them. They're
The funny thing is, Turtle, last time you tried to make a little bit of money here, you got a nat 1.
well, you know what? I am a tiefling of conviction. I am more than willing to try again.
Okay, Turtle. But sadly, Cody, no one has heard of this person you're talking about, which is probably for the best.
Gotcha.
So,
You want to try to make some money, feel free to roll me another performance. Turtle,
I'm confident.
is there anything
I
you want
shouldn't have been confident.
anything you want to do, Gregory?
yeah, he wants to check around, see if there's been any word recently about any weird like sudden spontaneous mushroom growths in the area,
All right.
and or if people have heard anything about Sneeple, the snake people.
Sneeple, gotcha.
Sneeple, yeah.
So Gregory, they kind of look at you a bit funny. They're like, well, this spontaneous mushroom growth. We do have problems with mushrooms since we live near a forest and everything. However, that sounds more like some stuff you can find near the Moon Grove with all the druids and stuff. That's where you want to go for that kind of junk. As for snake
Ah.
people, I mean, we don't really have any of those, I don't think. Maybe? No, they're more confused about the snake people thing than anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I guess Gregory probably mention that to everyone else. About like like, hey guys, so I asked around about weird mushroom growths lately, and they said that might have something to do with some druids over in the Moon Grove. So if you guys want to check that out before we leave this area, so we don't have to come all the way back here. But I mean, I'm sure Julia's probably very eager to get to Stoneguard.
Druids in the Moon Grove, you say?
Yeah.
This requires our immediate attention.
I mean, I'm sure Julia would also really, really enjoy exploring all the possible mushrooms it can use to cook.
Oh,
That
true.
too.
And there might be some psychedelic mushrooms that could help me with my visions.
No.
Oh. Not even just a little bit?
No.
No.
Oh.
Oh my god, I love how Julia's just doing everything in their power not to go to the thing.
Little do they know, Gregory's already plotting to munch on all the shrooms.
Oh my god.
So one gives him the power to see the future better.
I've been thinking about shrooms a lot lately.
Oh goodness.
I was at a Laura Jane Grace concert recently, and she was quite candid about the fact that she was high on shrooms while performing. It was good. It
You know,
was a good night.
that's always made me wonder about people. It's like, oh, look, there's this thing that grows out of dead, decaying stuff. Let's eat it.
Yum.
What came in it? What? Why did that pop into someone's head? It's like, I wonder if I can eat this.
It was delicious. That's why.
Yeah.
My question
not,
more
want
than
not.
anything though, because I know that some mushrooms are actually poisonous. I don't know how they can tell the difference, but I know that people somehow can.
Experimentation.
True.
That's how we
yeah,
found
pretty
out.
much trial and error.
Yeah.
I
It's like you ever played
it.
Skyrim. It's like you ever played Skyrim and you started doing like the alchemy stuff, but in order to know what each thing does, you actually have to eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that made sense. I feel bad for those people that got really sick from eating the poison ones, honestly.
There was a Russian lady some years ago that was used to picking mushrooms in Russia, and she moved to Quebec, and she tried to do the same thing foraging mushroom, and she got poisoned.
Oh
that
no.
sucks.
You know.
At the same time, though, not all mushrooms like are on dead bodies. Some of them are just in like really moist areas. I mean, I got mushrooms in my backyard. I don't think there's dead people in my backyard unless, and if the cops tell you otherwise, they're liars.
Why do
I've
you
had
sound
mushrooms
There's
from
definitely
our
dead
land.
vegetable matter in your yard.
True.
Why are you so defensive?
We have
on
a
this side?
actual chanterelle, which I don't know what it is in English. Chanterelle.
And if they sit,
It
and if
is
they
chanterelle. It's a very yellow mushroom.
and if they send the police dogs to look, they're not gonna find anything. They're just gonna find dead, buried animals.
Oh my god. I just know that
Wink.
Chanterelles are a very valuable item in Stardew Valley, and that's all I know about them.
I just know that there's a type of mushroom that apparently tastes like fried chicken. Why I don't understand nature.
That's kind of cool.
It is interesting, yeah. Alright, so because Julia refuses to go to their mission, we are making a small detour towards the Moon Grove.
Did they tell Yoon that?
It's
I-
called Chicken of the Woods. That's great.
Oh yeah, that's what it's called.
It's found on oak trees as well as yew, cherry, and chestnut.
Mm-hmm. Alright, does anyone tell Mune that you're all going towards the Moon Grove? I'll take that as a yes.
Guess Lumi would just,
Yeah.
you know, casually like that. Oh yeah, we're
Yeah.
going to the little droid grove of some sort, and we can pick mushrooms.
Moongrove or Munegrove?
I mean, it's probably the same, isn't it?
No. I don't know. I get a weird suspicion from there.
Oh,
Especially if
How
it's
so?
filled with druids kind of deal. I don't know. That's
Are
kind
they
of sus.
your
Isn't it?
druids? If it's the Immune Grove?
Well, I mean, there would be demon lords if that was the case.
Oh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Fable, I might be remembering wrong, but didn't you mention something about the Moon Grove with water elemental or something like that?
yeah.
Could you remind me what it was again? Was it just for the water element, or was it for something different?
The water elemental, the water nymph, told you that if you have any questions about your druidic nature, or if you want to learn more about it, seek the other druids in the Moon Grove. They could help you understand yourself better if you want.
Uh, hmm. It's like you just see Yoon like internally struggling kind of deal. Like, All right, let's go
I think
to the Mune Grove.
I honestly think the water rune is going to be the hardest for you.
It is.
I already have plans. Okay, but just real quick because I don't want to leave this hanging. Turtle, because of your poor performance the first time, not many people really believe in the Slagathor, but some kind of do throw you a couple silver just because you did a good job on your second performance, but it's not as well as you hoped it would be. Because normally you do really good on your performances, but this one was like, not your
Well,
best.
you know what? They're gonna be Slagathor food before you know it.
They're just haters, Turtle, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're at
Haters
It's when
about
you
gonna
have
one.
haters that you know you've made it, they say.
True.
You got
Maybe I
8
shouldn't have played.
silver.
Maybe I shouldn't have played Cheeseburger and Empyrean again.
Why did you play a love song about Slagathor?
I don't know. You don't think you can romance a Slagathor? I think the Slagathor is asexual. I don't want to. But oh, there goes my magic talking slab flying across the room.
Savage.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness gracious almighty.
What? Is that because of you or because of cats?
No, that's because of me and my hand slipped.
Ah.
I mean, I was thinking of playing like my number one jam, "Your Love Is Like a Wet Dragon's Fart," but I didn't. It didn't do well the first time here.
Well, maybe one day you'll find the right song for this crowd.
Hmm. Think they're more? Do you think they're more a reggae group?
Maybe.
Maybe?
I don't think.
I'll get my raggy cap and we can try
Maybe
again.
ska?
Nah, I
Maybe?
don't. I feel that'd be a cultural appropriation. I wouldn't feel comfortable.
Oh my
What's wrong
God.
with my reggae cap? I think it's cool. He does not understand racism.
Is it cool?
Is it? I put it on.
Oh my god. Question,
As Julia is pointedly ignoring that.
Yes, Julia?
Nope, I've lost it.
Oh no.
I might stop.
Okay. I was gonna
I
ask
think
you
Turtle
what...
should. I think Turtle should sing that one song from Clerks, Berserker.
It's been so long since I've watched Clerks, I don't remember it. Maybe they're the Billy Joel people. I don't have a piano. I can't play a piano, man. Piano monk.
Oh, hey, who knows? Maybe these guys are like a Renaissance rock lovers or something, you know?
Do they seem like Renaissance rock lovers, Fable?
Probably. I want to ask if you're gonna be stopping at all the cities along the way or just make a straight shot for the grove.
And we do have to ask about the Brass City, so
Yeah.
surely we can at least stop for that.
Yeah, we gotta know about the Breast City.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that.
Alrighty, so you stop by Moonstone. As before, there's a lot of elves of all kinds here. They greet you. They basically greet you, tell you hello, how you doing. And as you ask around for the bears in the cities and the ass in the cities, as always, some of them say it sounds familiar, but they're not really sure what it is or what it means. But they're basically But yeah, they basically say it does sound familiar. You might learn some more stuff probably near Moongrove, if anything. But they again they do say they do. However, though, when you make it to Moonstone, actually, you kind of hear something interesting. Let me get over here.
Yeah.
On your third city here, you do hear something interesting. Supposedly, there's been hearing some rumors that there's been a troublesome druid lately, talking about how through the power of mushrooms they can all be connected. Of course, the
Uh-oh.
more the person talked to them, the more they thought they were crazy, so they kind of just ignored her. But
Sounds reasonable.
They're not really sure if the rumors are true or not, because they're like, who the frick? They're like, who wants to use mushrooms and who wants to be connected? And like, what way? They're just kind of ignored because they thought she was on drugs or something. But yeah, sounds like something's going on. Something weird's going on.
A real big method, you might say.
Yes, definitely could say that.
All right.
Is if we Gregor kind of like would ask around for like see if he could dig up any more kind of details, but maybe like I guess if anyone knows maybe any idea who this druid is, or maybe an area that she's been frequenting a lot, or maybe any hovel she calls home.
Sadly, they're kind of like the minute you ask them about her name, a lot of them kind of tell you they don't really know who she is because they thought she was just some crazy person, so they kind of wanted to ignore her as much as possible. If you were going to learn anything, you would sadly have to be at the grove with the rest of the druids.
Okay.
Hmm.
Alrighty.
Okay. As you make your way to the grove, you take a small ship from Darkstone to the Moongrove. As soon as you do, you see this beautiful island covered in trees. Lots and lots of trees, plants, animals all living in relative harmony. Mune, this place has made you feel like home, but this place, this is home to you. There's literally buildings where they're built into the trees themselves, animals everywhere, the elements walking around like nothing, talking animals here and there, everything. It's like you never left your
Hey, Rum.
it feels like you never left your Fey realm. This is probably
Ah.
like the closest thing you can get to it, because there are many people dressed in very druidic clothing, many elements walking around, greeting you everywhere. At one point, you literally see a giant tree ant who just gives you a slight bow as you pass them.
I bow back, and I'm like, I think Mune's just utterly confused.
Yeah? Alright.
I think it's like more of like it's too feely at home kind of deal. Yet he knows this isn't his home. It's kind of like what the fuck is going on kind of deal in his brain.
Yeah, I get you. But yeah, that's pretty much the scene before you.
Okay.
As you all look around, like I said, there are buildings set into giant trees, people walking around wearing druidic outfits, lots of greens, yellows, pinks, things like that. Elves, dragonborns, humans, goblins, hobgoblins, pretty much a hodgepodge. Each one having like a different study of druidic circles, everything. At one point you even see some druids literally wild shaping into different animals. It appears that they're having a contest to see which animal is a lot cooler, and in the corner you see them trying to see which animals are a lot cuter. A small fight breaks out, and one of the tree ants literally has to pick up the druids and puts them in a corner like they're children right now.
You
Yeah,
must wait and stop being little bitches. Oomba rumba room.
Kinda yes, but it doesn't say it like that.
Let me explain. Roomba rumba. How to get along better than we did with the tree wives of Roomfa. This is actually true Middle Earth lore. There were female treants, but they left. They just upped and left.
They just
Man.
straight up left. Okay.
They just
I
straight
like
up
screw this
left.
shit about.
I don't blame them. These guys take forever to talk.
Oh
Yo,
goodness.
don't you be dissing my man Treebeard.
Oh, something so funny though. You want, as I mentioned, there are some corners where there's a bunch of like, as you all look around, if you're all interested in exploring, there's like
Yeah, I
different
think
things.
Mune would look around.
Alrighty. As you all look around, something you do kind of notice though, I think you'll probably catch the eyes of someone like Julia. You do see, you kind of do see like, as you explore this beautiful place, you, pretty much all of you do come across this. You see, some place where there's people comparing animal world shapes and stuff. You see some people having these really beautiful looking totems in their hands while shaping into creatures Mune hasn't turned into at all. And one person seems to be writing down some information. As you get closer, it kind of strikes you as possibly someone as them betting on each other, or someone taking bets to see who would win the competition. However, because it's written in Druidic, only Mune would be able to see it. But yes, it looks like they're having some semi-illegal betting ring to see who would win this competition. These guys are stupid, and I love them. You can thank my friend for this idea.
Okay.
Alright, if I can understand it, what does it say?
If you can understand it, Mune, it literally says the odds for the half orc man to win are 20 to none, while the underdog is literally the human male in the test of feet competition. It's literally just betting. It's just a betting ring to see who will win.
Oh.
Scandalous.
Huh. I guess they do, or I guess druids do originate from demon lords, because, you know, all I've heard is so far were good things about druids, but this is like the true demon lord aspect.
Say that. Oh my god.
Does Mune share that this is happening?
Yeah, I'm saying this out loud.
5
Like-
gold on the underdog there.
My god, not the underdog.
Yes.
Are they taking gold, or what are they like? What's the betting ring actually? Like, is it gold or is it other stuff?
It's literally, believe it or not, it's like essentially it's currency you've seen before, Mune. It's a mix and match of the different currencies you've seen in the Fey realm. So
Ooh,
like
elemental currency.
yeah, like elemental currency. Also, you can bet with food if you have it like fruits and vegetables and things like that.
I don't believe it.
You can bet with gold, but if you win, you'll probably just if you do bet with gold, you'll probably just win the equivalent of the currency and a bunch of fruits as well.
Nice.
Even better.
Is there like I'm guessing this is illegal, so I'm sure there's nothing like a place where we can exchange our like betting points or whatever kind of deal after.
The competitions are legal because it's them just like testing out animal strains and stuff like that to learn more of them. The betting part though is illegal, so it's kind of like more on the hush hush.
Okay.
That part's illegal. The competition's fine though.
We did it.
I'm going to exotic places, causing trouble, highlighting the local issues, and eating the local food. I'm basically Anthony Bourdain.
You did it.
This is exactly what I've dreamed of.
Oh my gosh.
Your dreams.
Live your dream. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Oh my goodness. Yes, but is there anything specific you guys want to do besides possibly illegal gambling with a bunch of druids? Let me know.
Definitely look for mushrooms.
Did the
Did I
water
win my
element?
illegal gambling venture? Sorry.
Did the water element like say anywhere I should specifically ask or go?
No, they just said to come here and this is a good place to start essentially.
All right, I guess I'll just walk around, look for clues, I guess, of quote unquote my demon lord origins.
Okay. All right. So, Cody, as for you, you actually surprisingly the underdog does win, and you end up with your 5 gold pieces back, a bunch of dragon fruits, and what appears to be a high quality mushroom. Think like what's it called in Japan?
Shiitake.
Yeah, that. Basically, that as a high quality mushroom for you.
Ooh.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the druids who were betting on the winner up were kind of upset, but they're like, it's whatever. It's funny though.
Man, not true gamblers then. If they're true
Right.
gamblers, they'd be throwing a hissy fit. This is some bullshit. I want my money back. God. I just blew my child's college fund.
Yes, 3
Savage.
dragon fruits for their child's college fund cards, of course.
You never know. College out here could just be providing, unique or specific foods.
Oh my
Cards.
god.
Fair.
Alright. Yoon, as you all look around, especially specifically you are, well, kind of for you, Mew, you hear the voice, you feel the wind is guiding you somewhere.
I follow the wind.
Okay. As you follow the wind, you venture deeper into this beautiful grove, where you see an elder green dragonborn. He doesn't see
it
you at
grandma?
first.
Oh, that's great.
It's not your grandma. She'll be here later. No, it's not grandma. You see an elderly green dragonborn. He greets you and says, "Ah, hello, young druid. How may I help you? You're new here, aren't you?"
Yeah. Druid, right? That's what I am. No one else followed me, right?
I
Uh,
would possibly be with you, but I don't talk druidic, so
Yeah. So I'm fine saying Druid. Yeah. Yeah, Druid. I look down at Lumi because I'm guessing you're still in the fluff, the chest
I'm the
fluff.
fluff, chilling, almost taking a nap.
Right. I'll be like, yeah. I asked a water elemental, and they said this would be the best place to figure out my origins, my powers.
mhm.
So here I am. I'm totally not being awkward.
Lies.
You're not here. You don't know that.
Don't you see me hiding?
No.
I rolled a 7.
Oh.
I'm hiding like Chopper again.
Oh, let's see if I can actually see it, because my roll may just be shitty.
Well, what's your passive?
Oh, where is passive on here now?
It's under the cog wheel. You'll get your skills right there, and it's just the kind of
Wheel?
grayed out number. Yeah, if you go the cog wheel, it says details on the side.
Details. Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah, then under your skills, it's just the grayed out number is your passive. Just next to like the plus or negative you have
Oh, okay.
under your skills.
So would be insight then, or
No, your perception.
perception? 16. Okay.
Okay, so yeah,
No, I mean you don't understand Druidic, so it's fine.
comprehend languages.
I shit you.
I don't think I can understand Druidic like that.
Alright, so Mune, you having this conversation, being awkward as sin.
No, I'm being cool as fuck right now.
Okay,
cool.
you're being cool
I'm
as
hip.
fuck. Yes,
I'm
you're
hip.
hip. Very, very hip, Mune, yes, of course.
Yes, I'm hip.
The hippest.
Oh my god. He looks at
Hmm.
you and says, interesting. What
What?
seems to be the problem?
Well, I was raised, with these abilities and stuff, but like I don't really have much memory from my past kind of deal. But I don't know. My past has been coming up a lot, and I've been getting more questions than answers. And I'm just kind of hoping that learning more about this stuff might, help.
Mhm.
So, help? It's just like question mark help.
Alright.
Me.
Alright. How may I be of service? How can I help?
Well, tell me about this stuff. Like, I know some stuff about the primal shifting
Ow,
kind
ow,
of
ow.
deal, but
Mhm.
I don't really know the history, I guess, of druids, like where they came from, what their purpose is, and why. Because, I was raised in the Baylands, and, I always believed I was a. But then he whispers the next part, Demon Lord.
Oh my god. Dude.
Yeah, he's a dumb kid. What do you expect?
I know. He looks at you and says,
She'll figure it out. They
well,
will.
it's simple, really. Druidic magic was born from the, uh, from Mother Nature herself, Sylvie, a green dragon who descended from wherever she came from, taught her children and taught those that she considered children magic. Well, taught them on how to connect themselves to the elemental planes. From there, many different circles were born. The circle of the beast, the circle of the moon, the primal circles, things like that. It's really simple. Everyone follows their own path and considers themselves anything else. Here we call ourselves druids, but some tribes refer to themselves as shamans. Others refer to themselves as star callers. Whichever one, really.
So
It's
I'm basically Demon Lord then, like Druidic wise.
If that is what makes you feel comfortable, yes. However, kind looks at you and says, interesting. You refer to yourself as a demon lord. Who was your teacher that taught you these things?
Oh, my mother, when she picked me up, her name was Mixie.
He looks at you and says, he looks at you and Khaled's surprised and says, was your mother a pixie?
Yes.
I wonder.
What?
I knew her once. She tried to kill me.
Awkward, not awkward. It's like, oh.
Hashtag, oh shit.
Yes, it's when she was in her rebellious phase, as she puts it. Fucking almost lost my arm because of it.
I look at his arm. Good idea. Was it that one or the other one?
He kind of like holds up his hand, and as he does, you see a bunch of scars on it. Your mother is mean, Mew.
Oh. I mean, that does look like your handiwork, so.
Yes, I've met her. She. She is also like us. Well, she is also like you, a druid. However, she loved to call herself a demon lord because she wanted to be rebellious, but whatever made her happy, because the more we tried to talk to her, the more angry she got. So it was fun.
Angry. That doesn't sound like her. Shifty eyes.
She must have mellowed out in her older age, apparently.
Yeah, I've only seen her angry once or twice, so.
She is a good person, however misguided at first. When she first came here, she was, well, angry. But I believe finding you made her more calm and happy. Interesting. I'm happy for her. How is she doing?
I haven't seen her in a few months. She left the Fey realm. To be honest, she left a note and a totem, but I kind of got scared and didn't read it and ran off kind of deal to look for her. So I'll have to actually look at that next time I'm back there.
I see. Well, I'm sure her reason for leaving was just. She never struck me as one that would leave for no reason. But to answer your question, young demon lord, as you call it, yes, you do have connections to. You do have a connection to the Fey realm as well as the druidic magic. But however you refer to yourself is completely up to you.
Nice. So being a demon lord is accurate. Good.
Damn it.
If
No.
that is how you wish to refer to yourself, yes. However, you are a druid at heart. Never forget that.
It's gonna cause so many misinterpretations or
Yeah.
problems. People's like, oh god, this person's a demon. Let's kill
Yeah.
them. Get the holy water.
Speaking of heart, though, whenever I try to think about the past kind of deal or like the nature from said past kind of deal, I just feel angry kind of deal, and it's not like it doesn't feel like it's just my own anger. Is that like a thing that nature can do, like infuse itself with anger inside you or something like that? Because I don't know, I feel like I get very angry when I see other Haragons and, stuff like that.
Hmm. Emotions are a powerful thing. Sometimes, sometimes. Nature is a fickle thing. It is very dangerous. It is beautiful, but it can also destroy. I believe possibly a spirit of nature is connected to you in a way. Possibly wherever you're from, a piece of that remnants resides within you. I'm not going to pretend I understand this anger you speak of, but it is possible there is something tied to your past that makes you feel this way.
Would there be any way to kind of like either experience said forgotten past, or maybe like, is it going to be one of those weird things where I have to go back to where it happened, or like talk to people that were involved in it?
There are two ways of going about this, yes. There is possible for you to experience a vision quest to try to experience the events of your past,
I start
or
doing drugs.
no, not doing that.
That's right. I'm doing drugs in front of Lumi and Gregory. That's bad at
Oh
hiding.
my god.
No.
Oh
That's right.
my
I'm doing all the
god.
drugs, so you won't get any more here.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Ah.
Oh my goodness gracious. Or it is possible for you to remember everything by going back to the site of where it all happened, yes.
Okay, I guess I can do both technically. I know someone from my past that I could visit.
Mhm.
That's not gonna be a fun talk. Well, I appreciate all this kind of deal. It's kind of eye opening and it did answer some things I had, so
I am always happy to help no I am always happy to help those in need.
also Fable. Was Sylvie the one that taught me the primordial shifting?
Yeah, Sylvie taught you primordial shifting.
Okay. And I'll be like, you said Sylvie was the one that taught everyone?
Yes. As we refer to her as Mother Nature Sylvie, yes.
Wow. Kind of deal. Like, I remember stories about her, but then when I met her, I didn't think Grandma was that old.
Wait, you've met her?
Yeah, she's the one that taught me the. Then I, like, kind of shake my hand into a bear arm kind of deal.
Ah. Oh, interesting. Primordial shifting. I've heard legends of such things, but never thought I'd
Yeah,
experience it.
yeah, she said my mother was like her daughter kind of deal, and she was dumb like me and stuff. So,
Wow.
yes. So, yeah, I guess Mixie-Me's rebellious phase, she was being dumb. Yes, Mead still thinks that was Mixie-Me.
Okay, he looks at you and says, ah, interesting. Oh my goodness gracious.
Also, speaking of which, not to be rude or anything, but since since my mom attacked you and tried to take one of your arms, does that mean like when I get stronger, should I try taking your other arm, or is that kind of just like a thing
You,
like I shouldn't?
if you believe, oh my god, he just like kind of looks at you, kind of like confused, is just like, if you believe you are powerful enough to take on an archdruid, then so be it. But I highly recommend against it.
Yes, I will do intense training until I become a true demon lord, like my.
Oh my god, man.
And then I'll be like, thank you for all this stuff. I guess next time I see you, I'll see you in battle. No, wait.
Oh my,
That's right. He's dumb from both mother sides.
oh my god. So Mew just says that to the archdruid and then runs away.
Yeah, just like excited. Gonna do like, a kid.
Yeah. Oh my
Lumi's
god.
just like, hearing you guys speak in that language I don't understand was kind of like some weird ASMR kind of nap during the whole thing.
It's all good.
Can we go pick mushrooms now?
Yeah, let's go pick mushrooms and I'll explain what happened kind of deal while we're going
Oh.
for it.
Oh my gosh. Quick question.
What?
Gregory, are you still there?
Um.
Since you were badly hiding, apparently.
I mean,
Yeah, Mute ignored you, so they just like left you there. They didn't
yeah,
try to.
I guess so. Yeah, I'm probably just watching.
Alright. The archdruid will call out to you, actually. He'll say in common, now that interesting conversation is done with, and I suppose I have to meet them in combat. He's like, kind of confused by that. How may I help you, my small howlin' spy? What brings you here?
Panics and hides. Oh no! How did you see me?
I will be honest, you're not really hiding that well.
What? Oh shoot!
Are you doing the chopper thing like
Yeah.
the other?
Oh, so yeah, he's just like gonna panic and just like hide a bit. Like, oh, I was just you know, just seeing what was going on over here. Hi though. Just what? Just wanted to make sure that Yoon wasn't off causing trouble. You know, with this whole demon lord talk and whatnot. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Hi. Name's Gregory. Gregory O'Brien. We kind of heard about some mishaps going on out here with some type of druid and shrooms.
He lets at you and says, "It's a pleasure to meet you, Gregory. My name is Solace. I am the archdruid of this place.
Oh,
And I believe
pleasure
I
to
know
meet
who
you.
you're speaking. I believe I know who you're speaking of."
I see. Well, I was kind of concerned because I kind of had a vision about this druid, you know, this late druid lady kind of raising bodies from the dead with shrooms. So I just thought, you know, probably not great and probably should nip that in the bud, as it were.
Yes.
So yeah.
Aaliyah.
He looks at you and says, "The one you're looking for, she is an Asimar, I believe. She is an Asimar named Aaliyah. She was once a student here, I'm afraid. She decided to follow the path of the Spore Druids. Druids who believe in using the power of, well, as the name implies, spores to create undead or even strengthen themselves. However, before her experiments became too out of hand, or when we tried to stop her, she ran away from here. I've notified Silvermoon of her insanity, but it seems she's going to be up to no good again." So not
Oh,
Silvermoon, Darkmoon. Goodness gracious, I don't even know the names of my places.
I see. I see. Well, that sounds terrible.
Yes, I'm afraid she took it to the extreme with her experiments.
Oh, very much so from what I saw. I mean, I'm sure it can't be that bad yet. Do you need a hand in dealing with this?
If you would be so kind as to stop her if you ever encountered her, yes. I would be more than happy to reward you if that was the case.
Oh, wonderful. We will definitely keep an eye out for her then. Right, Mune?
I think Mune just straight up already left at this point.
Wait,
Yeah, like I left
mushroom
to deliver to
picking.
mushroom. Yeah.
wait. Just blinking out loud. Oh, where the heck did Mune go?
I wasn't paying attention. I always just assume Yoon is like an adult that can handle themselves.
Why did you get here, Turtle?
I've always been here.
Wait, where's Julia?
I don't know. What do I look like? Their keeper?
Is that a rhetorical question?
I
No,
like
it's
I just like to say I like to imagine that Julia at this point just has like a whole box of different fruits and like mushrooms waiting behind them, just still betting here and there. Just racking in all the money.
All right,
Uh,
so Turtle, we got a new job. We are going to go take down the princess of the Mushroom Kingdom. Or, well, sorry, the wannabe princess of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Princess Daisy.
Yes. If,
What the
if,
fuck? Daisy has her own kingdom. She doesn't need no mushroom kingdom. Screw that shit.
if this Princess Daisy is an Azamar druid, with a love of mushrooms and using them for weird experiments.
I must warn you though, before you all decide to do anything too crazy.
Right.
Aaliyah truly believes in the power of connection through mushrooms. If you ever encounter her, know that she will try to indoctrinate you into her strange cause.
Right. So burn the shrooms. Got it.
Yes.
Oh, I was just joking about that. Are you serious?
Well,
I think they're very serious.
do be careful. Shrooms and different things have spores, depending on the type of mushroom. They might be ignited. They might spread their spores through heat. So do be careful with that.
Okay. We're gonna have to just come up with a plan for this, I think. All right. Thank you so much for the help.
I am always happy to help those in need. Good luck to you, young Hobbin.
You know what I am?
Yes, I am aware that you are a Hoblin, as well as the fact that your tiefling friend there is a hexblood as well.
Yeah, it's kind of rude. I think Gregory walks pretty normal.
No,
Turn off.
not Hobbling, a Hoblin.
What the hell is a hobbling?
No, Hobbling. Hoblin. You're the what you meant. I don't
That's your
hobble.
hoblet.
No, no, this archdruid could tell that I was part halfling and part goblin.
Okay.
I've always had to explain that to people. She's the first one that gets it. I like this archdruid. She's really smart.
Why don't you call yourself a goblet? That doesn't work either.
No, I am a hoblet.
Is it like a?
Hoblet.
I've always meant to ask you this question. Is it kind of like a Tygeon Liger situation? It depends on who's the male and who's the female.
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I'm me and my parents and my siblings are really the only ones in our entire shire who are like this. Well, my dad's a halfling, my mom's a goblin, so I mean, it's just me and my siblings are the only ones who are it's kind of like interlaces his fingers, mixed, you know.
Hmm.
Everyone else is just a halfling.
Okay.
Yeah. So, We should probably find everyone else. We should probably find Julia. Because I know Lumi's with Mune, just kind of tucked away into the fluff. Probably never to be seen again. Mune is, I don't know, seemed to be a little bit reinvigorated. With his new sense of purpose and stuff. Kind of has to be concerned a bit. But Jin probably won't be a problem.
I can't wait to kill the archdruid.
You're
Or take his
not-
arm at least.
You're
Oh,
not
God.
taking his arm.
Mune ends up losing a leg.
Oh my god.
You know what they say, an arm for a leg. Or a leg for
Hey.
an arm.
No, my legs. I need those legs to be bunny.
You're no longer Bunny.
No.
You're now Hopper.
Savage.
Hopping around
I
all-
guess it still works.
I don't get it.
I'm
You
so
have to
done
hop
with
on one
you.
leg.
I'm so done with all of you right now for no reason.
Didn't you know Mune's nickname was Walker? Now they're Hopper.
What?
Well, after they lose that leg, they're gonna be a Hopper. So.
Savage.
You're grounded, Cars. That was horrible. Simply
Okay.
horrible.
I
Grounded.
accept my punishment.
Alright. Is there anything else you would like to ask since you're here?
Heard we should find out how much time you have before you turn all haggy.
Yeah, is there like a time limit in which I might have to look into getting a senior retirement home, or is that, or do I have like all the time in the world?
Worry not, young one. Your hex blood curse is blood curse is different than the original one. You should be fine as long as you do not interact with the hag that cursed you.
Oh.
As
As
long
long
as
as
you're
I
not
don't
in
see it.
as long as you are not in the same vicinity as her, you should be fine. Yes.
Let's say for shits and giggles, let's say, what would happen if I was to come across such a person?
If you were to come across such a creature, she would either try to convince you to her side using
Mhm.
trickery, persuasion, or
Mhm.
threats. If not, she would then use a dark magic to try to take over your body and transform you into a hag as well as her.
What if I just like knee her in the groin really, really hard? Would that stop her?
I'm pretty sure that would not stop her, no.
Could I like use a crowbar and break her legs? Would that stop her?
I imagine that yes, if you were to break her knees, it would stop her for a time, but she would continue to come after you.
Oh, I didn't even think about the knees. That could actually do better job than I was thinking.
Oh my god, I'm done. I'm done. I'm going. I'm leaving. I made this worse.
Well, that's some great news though, Turtle. I mean, if you just as long as you don't get near this hag, you don't have to worry about changing and then having to be put on some watch lists.
It's just pure
Is
silence.
that-
Yeah,
yeah, let's go.
I
that's an
don't
awkward
know.
silence there.
I don't know what to say to
Everyone just-
that.
Everyone's just kind of like,
I mean, what was I supposed to say to that sentence? Like, for real, though. What was it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
By the way, Archdruidess,
Mhm.
Your Majesty, Your High Eminence, do you happen to know of any Schneeple?
You and your steeple.
Snake people. Schneeple.
I know. He looks at you and says, It depends on what you're looking for, young one. There's three distinct races of Sneeple, as you refer to them, that I am aware of.
Well, I kind of had a vision of this kind of like I don't know, like lady Schneeple, kind of like a snake lower body, but more humanoid upper half, and her head was cleaved off off her body, but was in her hands, and she was still alive. Oh, and she was surrounded by water.
He kind of like takes a second, puts his hand under his chin, thinks for a minute, and says, "A lamia?
He's doing right.
Those don't exist anymore, do they?"
I don't know. Also, it sounds like some type of like foreign expensive wagon.
Gregory, why?
Yeah, you know, if somebody
Look
get
at
like,
my Pharaoh made lamia. This
Yeah.
baby smacks the trunk. Can get up to speeds of a dragon.
we got it in so many in a range of colors. We got sporty red, swift yellow, and fuchsia blue.
Oh my god.
We're all
He look-
dumb and you know it.
Yeah, this is hilarious though. He looks at you though, Gregory, and says, Gregory, what you're
Yes.
describing is a creature known as Lamia. They are a race, mostly from what the stories I've heard and I was told by my mentor. They were once a race of primarily snake women. There were men, however, they were far and few in between to the point where they went extinct, so it was a race of nothing but female warriors. Some believe that they were descendants of the Yuan-Ti, but on a much more darker aspect. If what you're saying, what you're describing is true, then they're back, and that's not good.
Look who's back. Back
What
again.
could they be back for? Oh wait, you said they're all like lady warriors? Oh no, Turtle,
Yes.
we gotta hide Julia.
Where can we even hide him?
I don't know. We also have to hide Mune, because I think
Julia's not
Mune's
here
the
in
guy.
character, but what?
Sorry guys, someone's talking to me.
I'm not sure why we have to hide me and hide you too.
They'll be after the men.
Julia isn't that.
Yeah, I thought Julia was.
Oh, good point.
I think Julia is like not. Julia's non-binary, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Immune
Julia's-
is sometimes that.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
They'll be after. They'll be after folk. They can. He's just gonna whisper like, "Read where."
So you do know what sex is, and you made me have this big conversation with you 2 days ago.
Of course, because it was hilarious.
I like how the Archstrode is just listening to all this dumb shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
From our
is.
group.
He is.
Growing up, I always found that it was always nice to let other people think that they know more than me because it made them feel smart, which made me happy because I like people when people feel smart. Because I like feeling smart.
I want to whap you over the head so much right now.
Why?
With a whap.
Just, you know why.
What did I do?
Anyway, continuing on. Aren't you currently the only man in this whole group?
kind of start counting on his fingers. Well, I mean, if Gavin never comes back, I mean, I guess. But I mean, there's no way I'd fall for some Schneeple's charms. I'm way too smart and intellectual and wise for that.
Mune sneezes and laughs for no reason.
Oh my god. Alright,
Dick!
but as you guys are having this conversation, the Archroid will say this. Yes, they are a race of only women, and as you elegantly put it, both of you, they do tend to capture men and have children, but it's more of they use their charms to capture sailors.
Oh, see, I'm not a sailor, and I am immune to any lady's
Immune.
charm.
However, here's the
The other way
thing.
around.
However, here's the thing. They've been extinct for the last 4,000 years. If they're alive like you say they are, then that's not good.
Well, maybe they didn't go extinct. Maybe they just went for a really, really long nap. All at the same time. 4,000 years. Underwater.
He looks
Okay.
at you, and then he looks at Turtle like he does realize how dumb that sounds, right?
Hey, I just let him think he thinks he's smart.
See, it feels great though, right? To let
I'm
others think.
saying, what can I roll for him not to hear me say that?
I don't know.
Ow.
You rolled an owl.
No, Casper's digging his nails in my foot.
Oh no.
Yummy.
Like- Give me that toe jam!
He is very something today.
Hmm.
Can you
Gregory.
beat my passive perception, Turtle? My passive of 15?
Probably. Yeah. What would it be? Persuasion. What would I roll?
Stealthily sneaky. Come on. How
Okay.
stealthy are you? Shit.
I mean, yeah.
Alright, so Gregory, he looks at you and says, Gregory, there is a chance maybe what you're saying has some merit to it, but not the way you think it does. And you said she was surrounded in water, right? Is there anything else you saw in this vision of yours?
Well, besides her head being cut off,
Yes,
there were some other snake people around her. So- Just like they were. It's hard to tell if they were like underwater or like in a bubble of water, you know. But I don't know, the strange thing that kind of was drawing my attention was like a headless lady, still looking alive. You know.
Yes, I am aware that would be interesting too.
So I smell tomfoolery afoot.
It's possible there are, I hate to say this, there are actually ways of extending one's life even through decapitation.
Ah.
Dark magics, dark things, yes. Deals
Yeah.
with entities that should never be dealt with.
Ah, loan sharks. Yeah.
He just nods his head and looks to Turtle again.
Yeah.
But our steward was like, man, Muna's dumb. And then after talking to Gregory, it's like, I was wrong.
That was horribly wrong. This whole
Hey.
party is dumb.
Hey, I'm not dumb. I have a 14 intelligence. Ugh.
It doesn't mean you're wise enough to use that.
I have a 20 wisdom. Oh,
Do you really?
yeah.
Wow, then you're just dumb ninja. Passively.
I have 11 charisma.
Oh my god, how's your charisma have anything to do with your smartness, Gregory?
I don't know.
No, it all makes sense. It's fine.
He has no riz.
Alright, but he basically, that's all he knows from what you've told him, in a body of water. He's not really sure what that means. It could mean they're literally in this ocean or somewhere else entirely, but he's not sure what that even means.
Wait, maybe I can show you the vision. Come here. Let me touch your head.
Okay, he lets you touch his head.
Okay, alright. Now look me in the eyes
Okay.
and repeat after me. Open your mind. Open your mind. Open your mind. You feeling
This is
anything?
fucking stupid and I love it.
No.
Nope, he's just confused more than anything.
Huh. Damn, I thought that would work. Read it in a book. Huh. Oh well. That's the last time I ever take any advice from a book called Space Adventures. Ah. Man. Oh well.
Oh my god. Alright. If I figure anything out, I will send as much information as to you as I can. Do be careful. Is there anything else that you saw? Anything that could possibly help?
Well, I guess I could try to write down what I saw and maybe try to sketch it out a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Greg will just kind of like pull out a piece of paper from his book and just kind of like write down the details so he can remember, and will draw up what he saw to his best of his ability. And offer that over to the Archdude.
Okay. Did you write everything you saw in your visions, including the city of Ass, as you all keep putting it?
Oh, I
Fair
thought they just wanted to know what they could about the snake people. Just wanted to get that information in first.
Yep, he'll
I
thank
guess
you
he
for that.
I guess he would kind of share about the other stuff though he saw in his visions, which he will reinforce that he was not on anything at the time he saw these things.
Right, so he'll tell you this. He says, he looks at you and says, he kind of like looks at you, Gregory, and says, what do you know about the city of Brass?
Well, I know it's not a city of copper or iron.
I think I know where the Lamia is.
Okay. Where's that?
He just like kind of sighs and looks at you and says this. Gregory, how much do you know about the elemental planes?
Not much. My interest is more in the stars.
Makes sense. If what your vision has told me, the Lamia is in the plane of water, in the plane of Aquas, and there's this hobgoblin woman, she's in the plane of Infernus. Whatever it is you're dealing with, boy, whatever it is that your visions are showing you, the elemental planes are involved,
Huh.
and that's not good.
Huh. I wonder if that has anything to do with those weird people that are trying to rot the world.
He looks at you and says, "The what?"
Oh yeah, I've been on this kind of journey for a while now, trying to enhance my vision because I tried to read my future, which is a big no-no in my field. You're not supposed to do that. Uh, you're not supposed to know your own future. You can predict the future for others, but not yourself. Anyway, I'm rambling. So I saw these figures, about several of them. Mainly just from behind, like views and just this creepy, like scarred, like flesh just creeping across all of nature and stuff. Not great.
He kind of like looks at you just in shock and says, "You might want to start with that next time."
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's been something I've been worrying about for so long. It's kind of like been buried, under repression a bit, especially after running into a few of those people. You know,
You've run
especially
into a couple of them.
yeah, has a very personal one-on-one with the this vampire knoll. Not great.
He just like sighs as he looks at you and says, "All right, one thing at a time, I suppose."
Exactly.
Right, I need to get back I need to bring back Mune, as she called it. As they call themselves. So Mune, you are given as you continue to run away, you are actually summoned by by a bird that has the spell Animal Messenger, telling you to return back to the grove.
And
Have we been able to collect mushrooms during this time?
Yes, you have been able to collect mushrooms during your time.
Can I roll how many sweet mushrooms we get for
Yes.
Looney?
Yes.
Survival, I'm guessing.
Yes, survival.
And how many are secretly poisonous?
Yeah, probably that.
I mean,
Probably
there's the
more.
two of us. Let's be clear.
It depends on your survival check.
All right. What's your survival at, Looney?
It's trash. So I should
Okay.
probably roll too.
All right. 10. Ooh, that was a bad roll.
You know,
You did better.
dumb and
Alright,
dumber.
so
I
you
mean,
two are collecting
having
mushrooms.
imagine having several years of bad survival roll.
Oh my god.
I don't know what you're talking about. Shifty eyes. Peppers.
Alright, so this is what happens.
We died.
Yes, you died. No, you guys, you both combining with your single brain cell have been able to collect around around 6 mushrooms. And you're not sure, but you think at least 2 of them may be poisonous.
wait, doesn't Lumi have guidance?
No.
Why would Lumi have guidance? You're crazy.
Because I have guidance.
Okay.
Why would she have
There's
guidance
your
if
point.
you have guidance?
Oh,
Exactly.
we can, but Luby and I could double team guide everyone.
Stop.
Oh, the guidance for
We were
everyone.
that. We were that.
Tag team guide everyone.
No. Chris.
Back to back
Easy,
guide
though.
everyone.
Oh my
I
god.
I'm
just
glad
forgot
you
to
did
long
that.
rest.
I don't- Okay, so pretty much, yes, you have 6 mushrooms, and 2 of them might be poisonous. Which ones, I will never let you know.
Should we eat both of them and see if we die or not?
I mean, we should probably wait for like a good meal so that At least we eat it good, then we can just puke our life.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh
Kind of
my
deal. Plus,
God.
then if we mix it with other food, the whole group will be able to experience the good times.
True. It could be kind of like decent revenge on Gregory for what he did to me the other day.
True, and then revenge for him trying to do
Oh no.
that suppository thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
But obviously we're just so innocent and we just really wanted to pick some nice mushroom. It's all good,
Yeah, it's all good. Let's put these two though in their own bag just in case.
Yeah. I guess we don't want to cross-contaminate too much.
Oh no, I was thinking more of if we're snacking on the other mushrooms, we don't accidentally grab it and ruin the plan.
Oh. Yeah.
Cross contamination. What's that? I guess that's when the bird shows up.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I think when Mew gets the message, it's like, oh no, the Archduke is trying to take me out before I can take his arm.
No, he's not trying to. I hate everything about that storyline.
But yeah, I'll head back with Luby
Okay.
once we're done with our mushroom picking.
Alright. Julia, you are also summoned, if you would be so kind as to meet up with the rest of the party.
How much loot did
Okay.
Julia make?
Julia made a box of dragon fruit, 3 shiitake mushrooms, and the 5 gold they originally paid for.
Ah, I thought they were making more, but yeah. I thought they were getting more during that time. Oh.
So what happens is this: once you meet with the Archdruid, they welcome you all and say this. Greetings, everyone. I apologize for the strange summon, but from what your friend has told me, you are dealing with a strange group that wishes to corrupt or rot this world away, yes?
Yes.
Possibly.
Right.
That seems to be our understanding.
Right. Here's a thing. If what your friend's visions are true, the city of Brass lies in the plain of Infernus. The Lamia Queen, or whatever the hell she is, lies in the plains of water, which is Aquist, and that means the others might be going after the elements themselves. If that is the case, then I believe we might be doomed. Yes?
Time to go to a interplanar adventure?
Yes, the only problem is this. The
We're
planes are
underleveled?
closed off.
Oh.
Phew.
I mean, phew, it sounds bad. I mean, we should probably, undo that, so we could go in and save the day.
I don't want to go to other planes. They sound scary.
Well, then you shouldn't have become an adventurer. Let's go.
I didn't want to.
Why are you here?
Because it's the only way I could really earn a lot of money to send home to my family.
Can you imagine how much money you're gonna make going on a big adventure like this?
Ah.
A lot of money for some rare materials to make some weird potions that make the little cats rely.
You're right. Think of the money. Think of the money. Think of the money. Think of the money.
No money's no. Go for the money. Go for the money. No whammies. No whammies. Stop.
I stop.
Oh my god. He looks at you and says, I'm afraid because of the fact that the planes are closed off, planar travel for our world isn't really possible at the moment.
What do you mean? I got from the Fey realm to here.
Have you been able to return? I'll take
I don't
your
want to talk
silence
about
as
it.
an- days, Mune.
Just sounds. I don't want to talk about it.
Exactly. That is a case. I do have a suggestion for you all. If you are interested in actually, traveling to the plains, I suggest meeting the tribes that correlate to said plains. Try to gain their favor and figure out how they're able to come back and forth. Or try to stop it as best as you can, however you may come across it. That's my best suggestion, because at the moment, even if I could, teleport you to one plane, there's no chance of you ever returning back here, and I'm sure none of you want that.
No. Hmm.
May I ask,
Yes.
are one of these tribes called the Mirmacs?
The Mirmets originated from the plane of Earth, so it is possible, yes.
Fuck.
Why?
Absolutely no reason.
Okay. He looks at you a bit confused, but okay.
We have no need to go to Stoneguard.
Sounds. I think we have every reason to go to Stoneguard now.
He looks at you confused, like, okay.
Oh.
Hold on.
What are you doing?
Lying about needing to go to Stoneguard?
To him or the party?
Yes.
Okay.
Savage.
Alright, so you guys no longer have to go to Stoneguard for some reason.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my god. That's freaking funny. Alright. Well, it's up to you guys to decide on what to do next, but it looks like the fucking bad guys are attacking the plains itself. That's fun.
Yeah, we gotta stop them.
That's not so bad. We're fine.
Turns out I heard there's some sort of master of the plains and stone guard.
Probably.
Fuck.
Looks at Julia to see the reaction.
That's their reaction. Stay totally blank-faced. Fuck.
Oh dear. Alright, well, looks like your next stop is Stoneguard to try to figure out what's going on and maybe figure out what to do. Yeah, words. Totally. I
The
can't
Stone
words right now.
Guard.
Yes, I swear, guys, there is a pro there about plant travel.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, let's go.
Do it.
Woo!
I wish you the best of luck, adventurers. Alright. So as you guys get ready to leave, I feel like Julia doesn't want to go to Stoneguard. Because it's funny, apparently. So yes. With that, if you guys don't have any questions for the Archdruid, you guys can head to Stoneguard.
So, how did my mom try to take off your hand exactly? I'm not gonna use it for reference or anything. I just want to,
I want to ask you if you're literally telling the truth and just lie.
No, I'm not asking.
It is when your mother was part of a it's when your mother first came to this realm. She was angry, upset about something, and I tried to talk to her. tried to understand what was wrong, she turned into a wild beast. Well, no, she didn't turn into a wild beast. She turned into an elemental and tried to use wind to cut off my arm.
Oh, she turned into ant. Oh, okay.
Yes. He has no idea what that means, but yes. Alright. Is there anything else you guys want to know before I quickly teleport you to Stoneguard?
Yes, can we level up?
You're almost there! Just finish your personal quest, you bud.
Hey, he's a powerful being. Maybe he has a way to level us up faster.
No,
It's a
he's not.
legitimate question.
He's not gonna level you up. Finish your personal quest. Carry Julia to Stoneguard if you have to. Yes.
Where was the druid thing happening again? The archdruid thought was it? Oh, they thought maybe Darkmoon had more answers.
There's possibly some more answers about the Lamia and Darkmoon. Yes.
No, the mushroom druid. Sorry.
The mushroom druid. She's up in the wind. He'll send some of his he'll have some of the druids investigate as well as talk to Darkmoon to see if they'd be willing to send some scouts and stuff to look for her. But at the moment, the druid you're looking for, the spore one, she's up in the wind right now.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, up in the air. Why do you say it like that? It's weird.
Up in the wind, baby.
Yeah, she's up in the air right now. Of course, no one has seen her since she ran away.
She's on the wind. She's on the lamb.
What's that?
Probably.
The wind.
Okay. Never mind then.
Alrighty. But so, if there's any specific places you want to stop off before I instantly teleport you to Stoneguard, let me know. If not, I will just teleport you there. I'll take you a week to get there.
Julia, now's your chance to stall forever.
I'm gonna say it technically takes us 2 weeks because I'm sure Lumi and Mune did the cooking one night kind of deal with mushrooms.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay. We could just say one of the times frickin' Lumi and Mune's mushrooms make you all sick.
And I know that Mune would be dumb enough to forget about it and eat the food because they're hungry. It just be dying with them and be like, worth it.
Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, if there's no major stops, I'll just teleport you guys, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. What should have taken a week sadly took 2 weeks because of the fact that Mune fed you guys. Well, Lumi and Mune fed you guys sick mushrooms, and they both got sick as well. Or well,
Yeah, I'm
Mune
totally
did.
innocent in this. I got sick too, so you know, totally not us.
Okay.
Must have been the meat, really. Whatever was hunted. I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe that animal had some disease.
Jesus.
I'll be right back. Okay. Bathroom.
Okay.
Okay. Just don't look on social media. That's all I'm gonna say while you're in there.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'll tell you after the game.
Okay. Okay.
It's not life change. It's not anything super bad. Just keep the. We'll talk later.
Alrighty. Cody.
Yeah.
As you all make your way closer to Stoneguard, the feelings of, I guess, fear, worriness, what is that even? I guess the anxiety of seeing someone you know back home is kind of getting to you. But as soon as you go to Stoneguard, which is kind of like a small it's not a military base, but it's like a small outpost base where soldiers tend to be and people that go from Ghost Chili to there kind of like meet up, talk about random stuff, things like that. Julia, as soon as you see it, you're filled with so many emotions, very very interesting ones, mixed of probably bad, I guess, depending on how depending on how Julia is. But something that kind of catches your eye that doesn't look good. As soon as you see the giant stone, like the stone building, the stone tower, it looks broken. Not like you remember it. Last time you were here, last time you saw it, it was fixed up. It had people out and about, but right now it's beat up and broken, and it looks like pieces of it have been torn away. Something happened here. What do you want to do?
Is there like... Sorry, you might have already said this. Are there people still, like, out and about? Is, like, life going on, or does it look like there was, like, a recent attack?
It looks like if there was an attack, it wasn't recent. Like, it looks like it's was attacked a couple days ago. Sadly, there are some dwarven bodies on the ground.
Wait, so, like, they've just been left out?
Yeah.
Is there anyone nearby?
There does appear to be a dwarf trying to like. There does appear to be a really beat up dwarf trying to pull trying to I guess try to gather up the bodies to try to make it easier to bury them. Yes. He kind of sees you and kind of when he sees you, he looks at you and kind of just continues going about his business.
Hey. What in the world happened here?
He kind of shakes his head and says, "Oh, sorry. Welcome to Stone God. I greet you properly, but I haven't been able to sleep properly, so I thought you were literally a hallucination. Greetings. My name is Thorn, I think. We were attacked in the dead of night by these strange rock-like creatures. They came at us from underground. Many of us died the first night. It's been going on for a couple days now. If I was you, I would leave. They're coming back. They're gonna come back eventually."
Where were they coming from?
If I'm honest, I don't know. Probably the ground. Oh, that sounds so stupid. Sorry. I can't think so good right now. I might need to. As soon as he says that, he falls onto the ground. He seems to be passed out.
Lumi, I'm not a healer.
Yeah, I can definitely do something. I'm gonna do a little cure wound.
Alrighty. All right, Lumi. As you use cure wounds, you watch as well as if anyone wants to give him a quick medical examination, feel free to do so. You see as this man's entire body is covered with wounds. Some of them haven't been properly tended to, but basically with the healing, a lot of his wounds begin to close, and his once erratic breathing stabilizes by a lot. He's fine now. He's stable. He's just unconscious. It looks like he was just running on fumes when he was talking to you, Julia.
Is there anyone else around? Any guards or anything?
Nope. There's just, sadly, just pieces of broken metal, stone, holes in the ground, bodies of deceased dwarves, things like that. That's all you see around you.
I play a little number
Okay.
to help. Oh yeah, that's right. I can get bardic inspiration for this shit. I keep forgetting I can do that.
How dare you?
Oh my goodness.
It's too late, isn't it? Oh well. No, I think they did fine. Right? Cure wounds. Yeah.
Yeah, Cure Wounds is fine.
Okay. Okay. For some reason, my brain was like going, "It's not a medicine check." That
I
my
kind of didn't realize that they rolled, but they're.
Is there anything you guys want to do at the moment?
Nothing I can think of.
Okay.
me neither. Just play a little song.
I'd be practicing probably my wild shaping, trying to do multiple forms at different parts, buddy.
Julia is going to try and pick their way past the rubble, and I was picturing us at like the center of town. I thought this tower was like a major landmark. Are we just at the gate?
Basically, like, the tower is a landmark. Imagine a giant tower, and around it there are like bunks and stuff, so like a miniature military base, where they kind of like try to, where they're not like, where they don't have too many things going on. It's mostly just in case they get attacked by like sea creatures, or Ghost Chili is attacked by bandits. They give it like a way for the dwarves to run to their aid as soon as possible, if that makes sense. Mostly the people that stay here are like soldiers or just residents of Ghost Chili that want to stay away from home. It's like a miniature encampment, the best way I can describe it.
Hmm.
I hope that made sense.
Okay.
Kinda. Um, is that just the area around the tower, or is there more to the city?
There is a little bit more to it. You are at the gate at the moment where the dwarf was. As soon as you enter, like, past the gate, you see even more damaged buildings and stuff like that. You do see like more damaged buildings, more dwarves that are beat up. A lot of them are out cold. Some of them are sadly dead. And as soon as you get in there, Julia, you see these giant holes in the ground. It's kind of hard not to imagine. It's kind of hard not to see the giant holes in the ground, really.
Is there anywhere where the survivors seem to be like gathering?
Yes, there appears to be one of the buildings that's been more fortified with a bunch of like pieces of pieces of stone, wood, and stuff like that near the center, most nearest to the tower itself. Do you head in that direction?
Yeah, I say let's go. Maybe.
Yeah, Julia's gonna try and bring the dwarf who collapsed with them.
Okay. All right, Julia, as soon as you go there, you're greeted by what appears to be a goblin, actually. I tell you, oh no, the Thorn pass out. That's not good. I told him he was working too hard. That's better yet. Why are you all here? They're more confused more than anything.
I I don't know. I blacked out for a bit.
Oh,
Why
Where
are
are
you
we?
here?
I think you were just you just went to the bathroom.
Yeah, that was like a day ago, and now we're here. What?
Yeah, you really just had to go to the bathroom really bad.
Yeah, I
That's
guess
kind
it
of.
was all that. Guess it was when you got sick after eating, kind of deal. Definitely
I
not
think.
because of
I think. I
anything
think
I did.
it's. I think it's a side effect of interplanar travel.
You know what? I can believe that. Yeah.
alright, so, I found kind of like the best way I can describe it. Like, the way that I have the image of this place in my head. I'm gonna post it in Discord. So yeah, it's pretty much World of Warcraft. But you see how in the middle there's a giant tower?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, Stone Guard is like that. So in the middle there's a giant tower, and around it there's a bunch of stone with a there's a stone wall surrounding it in a circle, and around the tower there's like small buildings where people can be there, mostly military people from like mostly military dwarven people, but also some residents who live here. Think of it like a military base where people, like in real life, how military people live there. So they have like their own little shops, their own little latrines, things like that. That's the way I kind of imagine Stone Guard is. It's a military base, but civilians can live here too if they so choose to. The only people that really do are people from Ghost Chili that want to get away from it. So kind of like people like Julia, but Julia has their own reasons for wanting to stay away from Ghost Chili. Hopefully that paints a better picture for you, Julia. But as I'm trying to mention, the way it is a lot of the stone walls and buildings do look really beat up. It seems like something attacked them in the last couple days, and many of the buildings are beat up except for the tower. That's still up, but it does look kind of beat up itself.
Okay. Huh. Wow. This place looks rough.
I mean, it's
Well,
seen
like
better days.
Looks like a
can we help
stampede.
you in any way?
Uh, the nice goblin says, "Oh, if you have any anything to trade, medical supplies, that'll be great. We're kind of running low on everything. We're running low on food.
Heal?
Yeah, some of the guards are exhausted. If we can heal them, that'd be great."
Alright. I'll go look to do that.
Alright, Lumi, there's gonna be a room where there's about like 4 passed out dwarven guards, each with wounds of varying conditions, but you'll be able to heal them just fine with like a cure
I
wounds or
have
whatever.
prayer of healing, so I can
Alright,
do a bunch of them.
That's good.
I'll just post to and say I'm done with my second level spells because I never slept in 5 days apparently.
you guys could have gotten a long rest at any point.
Yeah, we ran.
We all
all the
know
way
Luby
here.
only survives off of short rest, so that's
Oh
why.
my god.
That's
Yeah.
way too real.
God.
Oh my goodness.
It all makes sense.
No, don't. No.
I'm gonna try to draw a picture of what the stone guard looks like for next time. Just to give like a rough idea in my head. Alright. With that, I wanna say we can end the session with Lumi casting Prayer of Healing. Because it's
Mhm.
pretty much the end of game time anyway.
Right.
Can Julia do one last thing?
Yes, what's up, Cody? What you want to do?
Julia wants to find the person who seems to be closest to in charge.
Okay. That would be okay, I need to think of a decent dwarf name. That's fun. Let's check out the fantasy
Ragnar
part.
Thunderbeard.
I'm just gonna name her
Prada.
Thunderbeard.
Fappin Iron Tower.
Iron Tower. Oh goodness.
Hogswall Blunderbutt.
These names are getting worse. And they why Thunderbutt?
I don't know.
Okay,
You know,
I found one.
those
His name
questions
is
you want answers to?
oh my god. His name is Thorbind. It is spelled Thorbind. Thorbind?
Orbid?
Thorbid? Thorbid. Yeah,
Orbid?
I don't have Thorbid. Yes, his name is Thorbid Thunderbeard. Because I like that last name.
Alright.
Yes,
Thunderbeard it is.
yes, Cody, that's the person that's currently in charge right now. What is it that you want to ask them, bud?
Did they get across the channel?
Mm.
The creatures
what?
that did this, did they get across the channel?
No, they didn't. They're just more focused on us more than anything.
Well, they're not going to.
It's alright, but, well... Alright, we'll deal with that as we come. If you and your friends are really willing to help, I got a job for you then. Well, I may have two, actually. Alright, and with that, we can end the session there then, I guess.
We
Alright.
did it.
We did it.
Yeah, we did it. Yeah.
You discovered he was a true demon lord.
Not a true
Mhm.
demon lord, that's just a name you chose for yourself, you nerd.
Yeah,
That's a shame that my mom chose for ourselves.
I am just waiting for you to say that you're a demon lord and for us to be like in some kind of religious place and they're just going to lock you up.
They
We're gonna have
can't lock me up. I'm a demon lord. It's illegal.
Then we're gonna have to go to court,
Oh my
prove your
God.
innocence,
Yeah, so it'll be a Phoenix Wright episode.
and that you're not actually a demon lord. You're just
I am. I am.
Objection! Leading!
Oh my god. Nick, we're not summoning a Taras. Leave it alone. You have a
Yeah,
problem.
see? A Tarrasque would prove that I'm a true demon lord.
Oh my god.
I agree. Mac has a problem.
Alright, we're gonna raid Rena. She's a nice soul, and apparently they're learning Japanese with photography. That sounds fun.
I
Oh,
saw this game.
Yeah, it's one the dog.
Sounds nice,
Bluey?
actually. Not Bluey.
Oh,
Anyway. So yeah, just want to say thank you all for coming. I hope you all enjoyed. Next time we'll figure out what happened here. What madness lies in place, and I swear I will draw a map. It's not gonna be a pretty map, but it's gonna try to explain how I see this image in my head. So
Good luck.
I'm gonna need it. It's gonna be. It's literally gonna be a crayon drawing. I swear. It's gonna be like the best gosh darn crayon drawing ever. If
hell
you guys
yeah.
don't like it, I'm gonna cry.
Hell yeah. Oh wait.
Okay, I'll see you all later, everyone.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
So red, it's gonna happen in a couple seconds. Muting the stream.